Okay, I just received the recording message. Hello, everyone, and welcome to all. We are delighted to have you here with us again today. And my name is Vaishnavi. I'm your moderator for this session. We have again two fantastic speakers today, and I'm sure that they are going to make this session both again interactive and easy to follow for all of us. First, we have Mr. Jaideep Das Gupta with us today. Hello, sir, and
Hi.
welcome. He is working with Google News Initiative and BBC Young Reporter India. He's also the editor of News Sense, which is a website focusing on the solution journalism and fact checking. He has worked at Brainware University, Z News, and Z Business. Then we have with us today Dr. Sonal Purohit. Dr. Sonal Purohit is an educator and postdoctoral fellow at MICA Center for Learning and Innovative Pedagogy with over 12 years of teaching experience at prestigious institutions like Vanasthali Vidyapeeth, EMPI Business School, and Chandigarh University. She is a recognized expert in technology adoption, artificial intelligence, consumer behavior, and service marketing. Dr. Sonal has also earned many stars, including the Google Top Marketers Award, and expanded her knowledge with courses on generative AI and AI strategies. So I'm pleased to have Dr. Das Gupta with us today, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to him for being here with us today. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi, for the generous introduction. I will require sharing rights. I can't share my slide.
Yes, just a minute. You are host now, you can share your screen.
Okay. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, it is.
So let me begin with basically today's topic, as I specified, is tools and techniques for verification. We know that fake news is the talk of we is a very relevant subject, and misinformation and disinformation is taking a lot more of every individual needs basic tools and techniques and verification ideas how we can conduct this verification in order to receive or in order to get information.
So, please maximize your templates, sir.
Okay, it's already done from my side. Now,
yes, sir, it is visible.
now is it okay? Shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Mobile.
Okay. So what you know, what is fake news according to you? Anyone?
Misinformation which is not true.
Okay. Have anyone fall for fake news? Any of the participants here?
No, sir. Fake news means misinformation and disinformation. Paid news is not necessarily fake news.
Okay. So have you ever fall for fake news? Fall victim of fake news?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. मैं आए दिन मुझे मेरे पास आती रहती है फेक स्टोरीज, even text SMS which are in the form of fake news or any kind of information nowadays comes in mainly three formats: text, images, and videos. So anyone can fall for this kind of fake news because they are coming in different formats nowadays. So whenever we come across any kind of fake or wrong information, what we do with it? Anyone?
Sir, some people forwards it further if it is on WhatsApp or some same kind of thing.
What you
Uh,
can do?
sorry.
What you
What,
can do whenever you come
acha,
across?
what I can report it to authorities.
Okay, this is the right way. We also can do our own verification. We can do अपना अपना जो investigation है वो हम कर सकते हैं. We can do our own investigation, and then I will help you learn today basically how to do the investigation and what are the tools available for us to verify any kind of information that reaches us in the form of either video, image, or text.
So first thing, it is good to not spread it. If I've received any news, WhatsApp, there is already a feature. If the message is forwarded multiple times, you will get to know that this message is forwarded, and there are some other ways to find out. So I never trusted these things, fake news, whatever it is.
Okay. Then as
Unless I see it in recognized channels, media, news, I won't believe it. I won't believe any online spreaded news.
we also can trust, we also can verify those news with those who are already verified news organization. If they are carrying this story, then we can believe those stories. So
Yes,
fake news is basically, as someone here has said, that is understood either by misinformation and disinformation. So what is misinformation? Misinformation is information that is false, but the person who is disseminating or sharing the information believes that it is true, which we normally fall into this category. We unintentionally keep sharing any kind of information, any kind of story, any kind of text, video, or images that comes to us, we keep on forward. On the other hand, disinformation is information that is false, and the person who is disseminating it knows that it is false. It is a deliberate and intentional lie. Whenever someone share any wrong information with an intention, those who create wrong information uh, and then they plays a vital role in spreading those information is called disinformation, basically, where the spreader is aware that he is spreading some wrong information. So what are the sources of information nowadays? So what are our sources of information? हम किस information source को trust करते हैं? Anyone? What are our daily source of information?
So it varies person to person.
Okay.
yes, sir. I've been following news channels on Instagram like India Today and others. So I'll only believe if the news is published by them or any recognized media channel. So I won't believe anything from individual influencer, whatever, anything from the third person. I won't believe.
Okay. So these are some of the sources of information from where we consume our day-to-day information. Say, for example, newspapers, television, radio, website, social media, messaging apps, family and friends. Why family and friends? We have many WhatsApp groups. So we have many WhatsApp group, family, friends, colleagues, classmates. So we keep sharing information there, right? This is also one of the sources of information. जो हम कहते हैं कि WhatsApp यूनिवर्सिटी, जहाँ से ज्यादा information हमको मिलती है, हमारी ज्ञान बढ़ती है. तो
नहीं
हम
ज्ञान नहीं बल्कि वहां से WhatsApp कुछ भी कुछ
नहीं,
है.
नॉर्मली हम सोचते हैं कि ज्ञान तो बढ़ रही है करके, क्योंकि वी कम अक्रॉस lot more of information from WhatsApp. So it is flourishing. So these are some of the common sources of information. So ये अगर देखें तो you will get an idea the information lineage. Basically 900 crore estimated search on Google every day. 100 crore hours of videos are watched on YouTube every day. 5 crore people use Instagram stories every day. 10,000 crores messages are being sent through WhatsApp every day. आप समझ सकते हैं WhatsApp University. Then 7,600 tweets are being posted on Twitter every second. एक सेकंड में इतने tweets post होते हैं. Then around 200 crores people use Facebook daily in 2022. We all know that India is the highest user of Facebook in the world. In terms of अगर बताया जाए कि in terms of population also, but अगर इस तरह से देखा जाए तो we are the सबसे ज्यादा we Indians are the user of Facebook. और ये जो डेटा है ये 2022 का है and now it is 2023. We know what kind of information we have. As we say that we are in a digital era, today we have access to more information that at any point of the time in human history. मानव जाति के इतिहास में पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है, इस दौर से हम लोग गुजर रहे हैं कि we have lot more of information from various sources. I'm not saying कि misinformation या disinformation, but we come across various kind of information in various formats from various sources. So this is the main concern basically. इतना ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन, इतना ज्यादा नैरेटिव्स, एक ही स्टोरी को हम देखते हैं टेलीविजन चैनल्स में डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एंगल्स पे प्रेजेंट किया जाता है, तो इट लीड्स टू कंफ्यूजन एंड हियर लाइज द हार्म ऑफ फेक न्यूज या रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशन एंड हियर the role of tools and techniques, news verification comes up. So let us try to understand what is the basic difference between social media posts and news. Why is social media more prone to misinformation? We require internet, no doubt. Internet and social media has lot more of potential, no doubt. But at the same time, these are some of the breeding ground. मैं एकदम से नकार नहीं रहा हूँ क्योंकि internet is the need of the hour and internet has lot more of potential. But at the same time, these are the hub of misinformation basically. So basic difference between news and social media is, as we can see, that whenever we come across any news, any information in a news organization, we check the news before publishing or on airing any kind of story or any kind of content. And editor is the in charge. And whenever we provide news in a news organization, always legitimate sources are being quoted. But in social media posts, there is no gatekeeping. So anyone can post anything. हर कोई यहाँ पे publisher है. Whether he or she knows whether it can do lot more of harm or गलत हो सकता है. In spite of that, they keep on sharing information. So there is no gatekeeping. And algorithm is the in charge. जो चीज वायरल होती है, जो चीज ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग देखते हैं, वही वायरल होता है. Now in social media post, since there is no editor, so algorithm takes the charge and makes the information more viral. In social media posts, often no sources are being quoted. We know that sources are very important. Whenever we quote any source, any information, the credibility of any information depends upon the credibility of the source. ये information कहाँ से आ रहा है हमारे पास, अगर वो हम देखें तो we can easily identify whether this information is wrong or right. So let us see what are the tools and techniques available to verify this kind of information. So क्योंकि टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स की अगर बात करें तो हमको लगता है कि बहुत ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है, लेकिन वी डोंट ऑलवेज रिक्वायर टेक्नोलॉजी. जस्ट इफ वी कैन यूज आवर ओन critical thinking skills, if we can use our own intelligence, we can easily verify any kind of information that comes to us in this three different formats, basically written content, visuals, or images. Now, how we can verify information? Let's do a small exercise. Can you spot the mistake? यहाँ पे mistake आपको पता चल रहा है कहाँ पे है? Anyone?
हम अब तक वो प्रीवियस स्लाइड में है जहाँ पर मीडिया, इंटरनेट, टेलीविजन, रेडियो, न्यूज़पेपर है.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
So we are not getting. I mean, आप अभी भी प्रीवियस स्लाइड पे हमें वो मीडिया सोर्सेज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन वाली की स्लाइड दिख रही है.
So
Okay.
you need to change the slides.
Yeah, I'm changing. One after another. Just a second. ये slide देखा आपने? Can you see this slide?
Yes, yes.
Sir, please make the slides full screen.
Yes, it is full screen now. Now can you see full screen?
Yes, of course.
Hello, John sir. How are you?
Hello, all is in the well.
Okay. Okay, sir. So this is the information deluge which I was talking about. Now, can you see the next slide?
No, sir. We are still on information deluge.
I'm changing, but no change.
Now we are at why is
So we have
social
to
media
keep,
strong?
so I cannot move this to slideshow mode, I think. Because it is not changing. Now, can you see the change?
Yeah, then why is social media prone is misinformation? We are at that side.
Next slide now. So I'm keeping
sir.
the backup mode.
No,
Yeah.
tools and techniques to
Now.
verify. Now it is there.
This way it is
Now-
changing. If I go for full screen, it is not moving. What to do?
Sir, you please go to slide share,
Yes.
click over there and then click on from the present slide.
Now, is it changing?
No, sir. Please go to slideshow, sir.
Yes.
Click on slideshow
Yes.
and then click on current slide.
Now, changing?
No, sir, no.
Yes, it
It's not
changed.
changing.
Yeah,
It
now
is
we are on
changing.
tools and techniques to verify.
I made it, I went to slideshow and then
Hmm.
now it is in slideshow mode.
Are you
Sir, if
using a
it is not
laptop?
working, then you'll have to click on each slide every time.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. One by one, you can click the template you have on the left side.
Yes, I'm doing that only.
But we can't see your cursor.
Now,
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now it's come.
Yeah.
Number 9.
if
Then it came back to number 8.
yes, if I go for slideshow, it is not moving.
No, you do it manually.
So we can't see your cursor moving.
Now,
You're going back, sir.
You're going back. Yes.
yes.
Correct,
Yeah.
Johnson.
So
One
I'm
more
I
time.
think a sir's phone is lagging, laptop is lagging. वो सबका slide कर रहे हैं, but हमें यहाँ पर बहुत देरी से आ रहा है. I think that is happening. Sync में नहीं आ रहा हमको.
Oh, no, that's not possible. It's instantaneous. So you do what
It
is
has to be
convenient.
simultaneously. Yes, sir. Whatever is convenient for you, you do it
Yeah.
that way. Yeah.
this
Are
is
you gonna-
convenient. This is convenient for me.
All right,
It is
do
so
that,
Yeah,
sir.
that's okay, sir. That's okay as long as we get the information. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So tools and techniques. Let's do a small exercise. Tell me, can you spot the mistake here? Just observe the message.
There's a
and
double
Tell me.
repeat of the.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Mistake is capital. M is capital in mistake.
Okay. Any other mistake?
And there are two the
The has been repeated.
to the
Yes.
instead of one.
Yes. Right. This is the only mistake. Repeated the.
M is also capital, which was not
M is
needed.
also capital. But what I want to say that whenever anyone create fake news, they want us to see on in a particular area. They want us to see in the numerical part 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. लेकिन हम लोगों ने सब कुछ सारा एंगल देखा. That is very important. We need to observe at whenever we get any kind of information, we have to look at that information from all the perspective, from all the angles. That is very important. So this is called a real check. Tools and techniques that you can use to verify any kind of information. First formula is real check. Observe and think before you share. When you are confident that this information is right, only then share that information with anyone else or publish that story. So for that, we need to do some investigation. Then 5 Ws and 1 H, we all know the journalist questions. Other important tools are text search, then reverse image search. Now we have Google Lens, which can help us in doing reverse image search. Then for verifying videos, we can use InVid. So how we can do real check? Whenever we come across any information in the form of text, video or images, we can do this simple method, which needs no tool, no technology. Just do your own investigation, asking this question to yourself. Real check. Whenever you
Sir,
come.
can you please tell us what is InVid?
Yes, I am coming to the slides, one after another. After real check, I will come at the last. We have video verification, so I will show you how InVid works. So first technique is real check. Whenever we come across any information, what we can do is ask yourself whether this information, what you believe, whether this information is real or not. Then ask what is the source or what is the evidence of the content or the image or story all about. Then ask around. Use your own knowledge. Ask around. Use your own knowledge. Add it all up. And then finally, look around whether any other sources are carrying this story or not. Whenever you come across any information, first do this formula called real check. So
Oh, the
how
blinking. But sir, the thing says exclusive,
okay.
which means nobody else carrying that.
Yes, every channel claims that nowadays that they are carrying exclusive story. So what we can do is our own exclusive investigation. First, we don't have to trust if the information looks doubtful, we can do our own investigation first, whether it is real or not. Then we will look for evidence whether the content whether they are quoting any particular expert, and the background of the expert is also very important, from where he is coming from, what his inclinations are. We have to look for that as well. And then ask around, use your own knowledge. If we can use our own knowledge, we can find out. Our own intelligence can give some hints that this information may not be real. Then if you are not confident enough, then look around. If this story is very significant, then other prominent verified news organization also may be carrying this story. So at least all even conventional or renowned media organization nowadays cannot be trusted. So what we can do is we can check with at least 4 to 5 media organization which are carrying the story with same narrative. So these are some of the 4 steps. These are the 4 steps how we can do. And simple method is, first start your investigation with a simple search on either on Google, Bing or Yahoo. We will come across several links. We will check only those who are credible sources, credible media organization whom we believe as credible. That is important.
Which in today's world would be which?
Today's world, we need to see, sir, who are the people who are running the organization, who are running the news channel, what their inclinations are. If they have some motives, then we can understand, whether it be political, religious, any kind of motives, maybe. But we need to check with at least 4 to 5 various verified news organization. Nowadays, independent media organizations are doing wonderful job. We can check them. So do a simple text search. Whenever we do a simple text search on web, say for example using Google, Bing or Yahoo, we will come across several links at least. If we describe the information in 3 to 4 words or 4 to 5 words, we can come across information. Then look around what other sources are saying. If if the same news is being carried by at least 4 to 5 media organization, those who have those who we can trust and we can consider credible sources, then we can believe. Then check for authoritative sources. Like say, for example, whenever for COVID related information, we used to trust verified news, verified authoritative sources like WHO. In Indian context, it was ICMR, then Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. These are some of the authoritative websites, we can say. Then some of the pro tips, whenever we use keyword search on Google, Yahoo or Bing, always use double quote for focused result. Normally what we do is, while searching, we use 4 to 5 words and do the search. For reaching out to the specific and focused result, we can use double quote, inverted commas, before and after the phrases or 4 to 5 words. It can take you to the desired result. Now look at this message, and as a fact checker, as a whenever we want to verify any kind of information, say for example, a simple WhatsApp message. Can you believe this message? Observe the element of the message. We are not able to verify.
No, because it says forwarded.
Yes.
If my bank wanted to talk to me, they would
Yes.
say, "Dear Mr. Dayal."
Yes, it is a forwarded message, and the number is also unknown number. We are not able to find the source of the message. We cannot verify. We are not able to verify this information. But
And
it can invoke fear and panic, no doubt. Whenever such messages comes to us, it can lead to panic situation, fear situation, and in such a situation, we take uh, quick decision in haste, और तभी गलती हो जाता है kind of. Whenever this kind of messages are being created or sent, they want us to make quick action. कि जल्दी से जल्दी इसको वायरल करो, 10 लोगों को शेयर करो, आपका OTP आ रहा है तो OTP नंबर शेयर करो, then call in this number. They want us to do some action in haste. So here in this message, we are not able to know the sender, who is sending the message. So we can consider it is a fake, not a credible information. And whenever we come across such information, text messages or WhatsApp messages, just observe first. Don't take any quick action. First, you have to wait, watch, and read the message carefully, observe the message minutely, and then take decision. This was the message which is already carried by some of the state police. In this case, it is Odisha police who has said that this kind of message which are coming to us in the form of WhatsApp are not safe. So for photo verification, this is one of the very significant tool, reverse image search. Reverse image search has come in the very shorter format in the form of a Google Lens. So what reverse image search does is, if the image is already, whenever we come across any image, fake or doubtful image or doctored image, morphed image, we can do reverse image search. By doing so, we can, in most of the cases, we have seen that these images are taken from the internet itself. So when we do search, as we do keyword search, we will use image. We will use image for the for doing the search, basically in this process, reverse image search. So if the image is already in the internet, it will come up.
This tool is an app, standalone app, or is it
No,
part of the?
It is not an app, sir. It is a image.google.com. If you can go and search, as we do, means normally for any information while doing a Google search, we use keyword. Here we will use images. For that we can do. Can I show you that?
Please, 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 please.
Say for example, here we will type image.google.com. Here we will see a camera icon. Normally for search, we can type here keywords, anything. But if you need to search any image using image, for that we can do this here and upload the image. Any kind of image, which can take we can do a simple search. Say for example,
Okay.
this image. It will show you all the images,
Where it is from.
where it is from. Here you can see that Mahatma Gandhi is alone, not with a child.
Oh,
Normally, here while doing the image, the main idea behind image search is to use image for searching the same image on internet.
but the images of Gandhi are not the same.
No, not the same. Here it has been shared as an image of Mahatma Gandhi with 5-year-old Dalai Lama,
Yeah.
but it is wrong image.
No.
If we can do it, it has been published in the cover of the Life magazine. But while doing the investigation, we found out that this was a wrong image. It was during the second roundtable conference when Mahatma Gandhi was in London in 1931. This
Yeah.
image was clicked and there was no child around. But this image has been created in such a way so to make it believe like Dalai Lama is with him. So this way we can do reverse image search.
So was that a fake image?
Yes, that was a fake image.
But even the common sense would show you, you know, Mahatma Gandhi never went to Tibet,
Yes,
and the Dalai Lama came to India as an adult.
yes. Normally,
So when did
when we normally as a journalist or enlightened people, we can use our own critical thinking, but those who are not aware can share, thinking that this is something new and we need to share that and making this story more viral.
They won't see the logics. They only see the Dalai Lama is with Mahatma Gandhi.
They won't use common sense. And since Dalai Lama is alive, we can go and directly ask. And the same question has been asked by a reporter of Hindustan Times to Dalai Lama. Have you ever met Mahatma Gandhi? Then Dalai Lama said, no, I have never met Dalai Lama. But yes, once I have met him, but in my dreams.
But I can show you a photo of the Dalai Lama kissing me.
Yes. This is how reverse image search helps. Basically, was an image previously present on the net, it will come up. Has an image being manipulated to suit a new story, it will also come up. Is an image being presented with a different context? The same image has been used for creating a different. The image may be right, but the context with which the image is shared may be wrong. So while doing the reverse image search, we can find out that in what
No, how
Yeah.
will you find this out? If it's a illustration, a photo of Indira Gandhi as illustration, not necessarily in context,
No,
which is usually
illustrations normally cannot be verified. If any click
no, sir, not illustrations, but
Okay.
the depiction of a real picture as
Mhm.
illustrative. Indira
Mhm.
Gandhi, a generic picture.
Okay. But it can be used with a different narrative.
Yeah.
Maybe say for example, Mamata Banerjee is participating in a iftar party wearing some nakab kind of, and it has been used for as a manipulative image saying that she has converted to Islam.
Islam. Yeah.
So the image may be used with a different narrative. The image may be right sometime, but that can be used with a different narrative or different context. With a
Hi
different...
Joydeep, hope you must remember me. This is
Hello,
Kushdeep Sagar.
Kushdeep. How are you?
हाँ फाइन फाइन यहाँ पर मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ जयदीप
Please, please.
कि जैसे ये है ना कि इमेज हम जब रिवर्स करते हैं तो जैसे अभी मान लीजिए कि कोई वायलेंस हुआ है ना वो पुराना फोटो कोई हम दिखा देते हैं कि ये देखिए ये पीट रहे हैं इन्हें है ना
नॉर्मली यही होता है
वो पंजाब में हुआ है और आप दिखा रहे हो यूपी की तो इसमें जो सबसे जो रिवर्स इमेज का फायदा है कि आप डेट पे जा सकते हो सबसे पहले कब पब्लिश हुई है फोटो जैसे फ्लड है तो मान लीजिए 270 में भी पब्लिश हुई है और आज भी शो कर रहे हैं कि आज की फ्लड की है ये तो वहां जाके रिवर्स इमेज पे आप सबसे पहले जाके देखिए कि डेट सबसे पुरानी सबसे पहले किसने छापा था इसे तो आपको काफी कुछ मिल जाएगा
हाँ यही है पहला पॉइंट जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो वाज एन इमेज प्रीवियसली प्रेजेंट ऑन द नेट वो प्रीवियस सर्च पहला कब पब्लिश हुआ था वी कैन फाइंड आउट दैट बाय डूइंग द रिवर्स इमेज सर्च और किस कंटेक्स्ट में पब्लिश हुआ तो वो हमें पता चल जाएगी
But many times there is no date mentioned, I think, and deliberately.
No, image are being whenever any image is published, it will be published in the with a article or a online URL, and when you go to the URL, you will find the date.
जैसे टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का आर्टिकल है तो उसमें लिखा होगा कि ये इस डेट को पब्लिश हुआ था और फोटो उसके अंदर होगी, तो पता
बिल्कुल।
चल जाएगा कि इन्होंने उस टाइम यूज किया था।
नहीं, हम लोग देखते हैं नॉर्मली कम्युनल राइट्स के दौरान भी पुराने पुराने वीडियोस, पुराने पुराने इमेजेस सरफेस किया जाता है और बताया जाता है कि ये अभी का है।
इवन लिंचिंग में भी कोई पुराना वो आप दिखा देंगे कि ये अभी हुआ है।
हम्म। Yeah, recently बंगाल में लास्ट ईयर बिफोर लास्ट ईयर अम्फान साइक्लोन आया था, तो यहाँ बहुत सारे इनफैक्ट बहुत सारे क्रेडिबल चैनल्स ने भी, जिनको हम क्रेडिबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मानते हैं, न्यूज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दे हैव कैरीड द वीडियो ऑफ सुनामी। सो ये होता है नॉर्मली। जो मीडिया, हम मीडिया फ्रेटर्निटी का जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, वहां से भी हट के अगर हम लोग इन ऑर्डर टू क्रिएट ए सेंसेशन इस तरह के वीडियोस अगर शेयर करते हैं, इट इज डूइंग लॉट मोर ऑफ harm. So this way, by using reverse image search, we can find out whether the image is right or wrong, and when it was previously used, and whether this image has been manipulated to suit a different narrative, and it is being used in a different context. ये सारी चीजें हम पता कर सकते हैं।
But something are called stock photos, and they are used out of context, but still
Yes.
they make sense.
Here only it comes up. Here only we need to verify, since how we are perceiving the information, that is very important. If we as a journalist, if we are disseminating the story, अगर कहीं फोटो मिल गया, कोई वीडियो मिल गया एक्सक्लूसिव, जैसे कि हम लोग देखते हैं कि चाइना का वीडियो बार बार आता रहता है, चाइना और इंडियन आर्मी, एक बार दो बार हुआ है, बट रिपीटेडली वो वीडियोस आते रहते हैं, तो दिस कैन क्रिएट अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ पैनिक एंड chaos वाला सिचुएशन। सो लेट्स
सर
Yes.
जैसे कि अभी अभी वो गूगल में इमेज जो भी राइट होगा और उसको अगर गलत तरह से इंटरप्रेट किया गया होगा, मतलब
वही
कभी भी
होता है। देखिए, गूगल इज ए कॉमन पूल, वहां सारे इंफॉर्मेशन वो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट सोर्सेस से आती है, और वहां
सर
से क्या होता है, जो क्रिएट करते हैं फेक न्यूज, वो भी गूगल से सर्च करके ही पिक्चर्स निकालते हैं और उसी को मैनिपुलेट करते हैं और उसको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट नैरेटिव से क्रिएट करके छोड़ते हैं। देन व्हाइल डूइंग द रिवर्स इमेज सर्च, वी कैन फाइंड आउट द ओरिजिनल, क्योंकि वो वही होगा इंटरनेट में कहीं ना कहीं।
Sir, if the picture is not manipulated, but the interpretation is given wrong,
Yes.
so in what case, what can be done? अगर पिक्चर मैनिपुलेट नहीं है, गूगल में सर्च किया फिर भी आपको सेम पिक्चर मिला है,
हाँ,
बट द पिक्चर जिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में पब्लिश किया गया है
हाँ,
वो गलत है, मतलब जो
वो-
टेक्स्ट किया गया, जो
हाँ,
बोल के पब्लिश किया गया वो गलत है, तो
हाँ।
तब केस में कैसे हम रियलिटी चेक कर पाएंगे?
तो कंटेक्स्ट में आप क्या रियलिटी चेक कर पाएंगे? आप जैसे ही उस वीडियो को रिवर्स में सर्च करेंगे, आपको तो ओरिजिनल सोर्स पता चल जाएगा। इट टेक्स लॉट मोर ऑफ टाइम, नो डाउट, बट
सर कैन आई इंटरप्ट? एक्चुअली रुचिका क्या कहना चाह रही है, एक
हाँ,
एग्जांपल से मैं बताता हूँ।
बिल्कुल।
अभी कुछ दिनों पहले पंडित नेहरू का एक फोटो वायरल हुआ था हमेशा की तरह,
हम्म,
जिसमें वो अपनी किसी भतीजी के साथ उनका फोटो था।
हम्म,
तो फोटो तो ठीक था, लेकिन उसके नीचे जो लिखा हुआ था वो था कुछ अबाउट अफेयर।
हम्म,
उसमें ये बताया गया था कि ये जो फोटो में लेडी दिखाई दे रही है, ये मतलब कोई बिलेवेड हो, कोई अफेयर का मामला है।
हम्म,
सच्चाई ये थी कि वो कोई भांजी भतीजी थी।
हम्म,
तो रुचिका ये कहना चाह रही है कि भाई फोटो तो लेजिटिमेट है, लेकिन साथ में जो इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है वो इन्फॉर्मेशन फेक।
हाँ।
तो
तो गूगल
उसमें
में
हम
अगर आप
क्या
सर्च करोगे तो
ये
सेम इमेज आएगा।
ये देखिए, थर्ड पॉइंट में मैंने बताया कि इमेज के बी यूज्ड इन अ डिफरेंट कंटेक्स्ट, उसको अगर आप मान लेते हैं सही, तो फिर गलत है। आपको अगर लगता है कि ये गलत है, डू योर ओन इन्वेस्टिगेशन। अगर रिवर्स इमेज सर्च करते हैं, तो वो ओरिजिनल पिक्चर आ जाएगा, और किस कंटेक्स्ट में वो किनके साथ है वो सारा इंफॉर्मेशन, जैसे कि इंफॉर्मेशन भी आपके पास है कि ये भतीजी के साथ थी थे।
नहीं जयदीप इसमें वही चीज है ना कि जब आप रिवर्स पे जाओगे तो वो फोटो कहीं ना कहीं पहले कहीं और छपा होगा सही कॉन्टेक्स्ट के साथ भी।
हाँ हाँ, वही,
आपका एक्सक्लूसिव तो फोटो है नहीं वो। तो
बिल्कुल
आप जब चेक करोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा कि इससे पुरानी डेट पे भी वो छपा हुआ है,
छपा हुआ है,
वो
और
किसी
सही,
और रेफरेंस में है।
हाँ, और सही सही रेफरेंस वाला भी आपको मिल जाएगा वहीं पे। लेकिन आपको यहाँ ये जरूरी हो जाता है कि आप किसको बिलीव करते हैं, जो नैरेटिव डिफरेंट नैरेटिव से पब्लिश किया वाला है, या फिर ओरिजिनल सोर्स तक पहुंच के अगर इमेज आप वेरीफाई कर सकते हैं, दैट इज बेटर। दैट्स व्हाई रिवर्स इमेज सर्च इज यूजफुल हियर इन दिस कंटेक्स्ट।
Thank you, sir.
जैसे कि मैं ये एग्जांपल दिखा रहा हूँ, तो से फॉर एग्जांपल ग्रेटर थनबर्ग, ये इमेज देख के आपको क्या लगता है?
सर ये तो एम्बेड किया है, ये तो आर्ट है, पिक्चर आर्ट।
नहीं, इस इमेज को देख के आपको क्या लग रहा है?
ये तो देख के फेक लग रहा है, फर्स्ट लुक में ही फेक लग रहा है।
क्योंकि
बिल्कुल,
रेलवे स्टेशन
तो
की ये तो
फेक
ट्रेन
लग
में
रहा है।
बैठी है।
हाँ, तो फेक लग रहा है, तो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन डू ए रिवर्स इमेज सर्च। जैसे कि यहाँ करके देखा हम लोगों ने रिवर्स इमेज सर्च, जस्ट सिंपल, यहाँ पे मैंने इमेज सर्च में भी नहीं डाला, जस्ट गूगल में गया और ग्रेटर थनबर्ग ईटिंग द ट्रेन क्लिक किया, तो ये सारे इमेज आ गए। और
So
जैसे
reverse करेंगे? Could you show us the reverse of the children? वो कहाँ की फोटो है? I'm not interested in Greta. That
Okay.
picture of the children, where
हाँ,
is that from?
ये भी हम कर सकते हैं, दैट ऑल्सो वी कैन डू।
Cut and paste from there.
Okay, let me show you.
Is it Bangladesh? Is it India?
It looks Africa. मैंने सेव किया, और फिर मैं रिवर्स इमेज सर्च पे चेक करके दिखाता हूँ आपको। लेट मी शो यू।
And why is your camera off?
कैन यू सी माई स्क्रीन नाउ?
Yes, Google.
यस, यहाँ पे मैंने इमेज को अपलोड किया, ये वाला इमेज मैंने डाउनलोड किया था यहाँ पे, एंड दिस इज द इमेज। और आप यहाँ जाके आपके पास ऑप्शन है, आप कौन से पिक्चर को करना चाहेंगे। सो हम
ये
इस
भूखे बच्चों की।
ये वाला गया, यहाँ पे मैंने सिलेक्ट किया ये बच्चों को, ये वाला पोर्शन मैंने सिलेक्ट किया, डू द सर्च। ये देखिए,
Oh boy.
so I'm sharing the link.
ये कहाँ के थे?
This is totally irrelevant, sir. I don't know what
Uh,
they did to the picture.
I have shared the link in the our chat box. You can see the original picture. This way we can do.
No, there's nothing on the chat.
Yes, sir. We have not received it yet.
Now
Yeah, now it is.
It's from Boom.
it is on Boom. It is a fact-checking website. Now we have various fact-checking website already available. तो इसलिए काम भी बहुत easy हो गया है। तो
Boom,
simple
Boom is yours.
No, not
Boom is yours.
no. My news website is News Sense.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I was trying to place it here.
Alt News is very famous for fact checking.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my website. I am sharing the link of my website as well. You all can have a look.
Thank you very much.
So let me move to other slides as well. तो इस तरह हम लोग कर सकते हैं। नॉर्मली रिवर्स इमेज सर्च इज इम्पोर्टेंट, और इसके बाद अगर वीडियो को भी अगर सर्च करना है, वी यूज द सेम टेक्निक. व्हाट वी डू इज वी ब्रेक द वीडियो इनटू इमेजेस. अगर स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेते हैं, स्क्रीनशॉट लेके वी कैन डू द रिवर्स इमेज सर्च.
वो जयदीप ही बड़ा टिपिकल है, उसपे नहीं पहुंच पाते. ये इमेज लेके ना, वीडियो
हाँ.
से अगर इमेज लो तो आप करेक्ट वीडियो तक नहीं पहुंच पाते.
आप ये नोट करके रख सकते हैं, ये सारे रिवर्स इमेज सर्च के टूल्स हैं, नॉट जस्ट गूगल. Yandex reverse image search है, TinEye reverse image search है, Revai image search. All these are free tools where you can use where you can do the reverse image search, not just exclusively Google. हाँ खुशदीप जी बोलिए, मतलब आप बोल रहे थे कि हमेशा
अभी मैं ये कह रहा था कि इमेज में तो हम पहुंच जाते हैं. मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस है, मैंने इमेज से तो मैं पहुंच गया सही जगहों पे. लेकिन जब ये वीडियो को चेक करना होता है ना, किसी वीडियो को मैनिपुलेटेड है या नहीं है, या वो कब का है, या उसका कोई डेट जो है वो गलत तो नहीं कोड कर रहे, तो वहां पे इमेज पे ले जाके जब चेक करते हैं ना गूगल लेंस पे, तो वो बड़ा टिपिकल है. अब वो इनविड वाला आप समझाओगे तो उससे शायद समझ आए.
हम बिल्कुल इनविट के साथ साथ मैं बोलता हूँ कि वीडियोस में आपके पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस होते हैं. वीडियोस में बहुत सारे क्लूज होते हैं क्योंकि ऑडियो विजुअल है, तो आप सुन सकते हैं, देन देख सकते हैं वहां पे अगर कोई गाड़ी का नंबर है वो
हाँ,
किस
वो
जगह.
तो ह्यूमन तो सबसे ऊपर, चाहे जितने भी टूल्स आ जाएं, जो ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस है वो सबसे ऊपर है.
वो सबसे
वो
ऊपर है. वो
एक ही
हम
झटके में देख के पहचान सकते हैं कि क्या है.
वो हमेशा ही हम लोग कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा बातें कर रहे हैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, फिर मशीन लर्निंग और इन सब की, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा है आपका खुद का जो ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस.
हाँ, वो अपनी जो कंसेप्ट वो है वही
और
सबसे.
हम जो जर्नलिस्ट हैं, जर्नलिस्टों का वैसे भी आईक्यू लेवल थोड़ा ज्यादा ही एक्टिव रहता है सब कुछ चीजों में. कान नाक आंख, न्यूज नोज फॉर न्यूज हम लोग कहते हैं, तो
इसीलिए
ऑलरेडी.
वो ज्यादा मैनिपुलेट भी करने लगे हैं, लोगों को गलत रेफरेंस भी देने लग पड़े हैं.
हाँ, तो ये सारी चीजें रहती है. ये गूगल लेंस वाला ये है. नॉर्मली अभी रिवर्स इमेज सर्च ज्यादातर लोग गूगल लेंस से ही कर लेते हैं. सो अभी ये सारे टिप्स है फॉर वेरीफाइंग फोटोज. जो रियल फॉर्मूला मैंने बताया था कि विदाउट टूल एंड टेक्निक रिवर्स इमेज सर्च की जरूरत नहीं, आप खुद को पूछ के भी रियल चेक करते हुए भी आप वेरीफाई कर सकते हो. डज दिस इमेज अपीयर इन एनीवन एनीवेयर एल्स, ये भी पता कर सकते हैं आप. ट्राई टेक्स्ट सर्च. रिवर्स इमेज सर्च के साथ आप अगर टेक्स्ट और डबल कोट यूज करते हैं तो इट कैन टेक यू टू द रिजल्ट. साथ ही साथ जैसे मैं बता रहा था कि अगर ऑब्जर्व करें आप ठीक से, ये साइन बोर्ड. एक मैं खुशदीप जी एक एग्जांपल आपको शेयर करता हूँ. अभी
हाँ हाँ,
रिसेंटली
श्योर श्योर श्योर.
कम्युनल राइट की एक घटना सामने आई थी वेस्ट बंगाल में, मुर्शिदाबाद
जी
जिले
जी.
में. तो मुझे वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस के सीआईडी डिपार्टमेंट से उन्होंने कहा कि हम लोग इसको ट्रैक नहीं कर पा रहे, लेकिन ये बहुत ज्यादा वायरल हो रहा है, आप क्या करके दे सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं ये कहाँ का है. तो मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, मैंने इनफैक्ट इनविट भी यूज नहीं किया. मैंने सिर्फ वीडियो देखा. वीडियो में मैंने देखा कि एक शॉप है, शॉप में एक साइन बोर्ड है, वहां उनका एड्रेस है और फोन नंबर. तो मैंने
वो
इनविट भी
पंजाब का तो नहीं, पंजाब का था
नहीं नहीं,
शायद.
वो मुर्शिदाबाद का ही था.
अच्छा अच्छा
तो मैंने वही
अच्छा.
फोन नंबर पे मैंने फोन किया. तो शॉपकीपर ने फोन उठाया, मैंने उनको पूछा आपके वहां पे क्या आज कुछ झमेला वगैरह हो, तो बोला नहीं ऐसा कुछ कम्युनल डिस्टर्बेंस. बोला नहीं ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं, वो दो एक साइकिल और एक ऑटो में वो हुआ था. इतना ज्यादा भी कुछ इंजरी वगैरह नहीं हुआ, लेकिन थोड़ा हंगामा मेरे दुकान के सामने हुआ. तो उसी को एक डिफरेंट नैरेटिव के साथ उस वीडियो को वायरल कर दिया.
तो उससे सबक क्या मिलता है? जर्नलिस्ट आर मोर सेंसिबल देन पुलिसमैन.
यस. नहीं, यहाँ यहाँ ये होता है कि सर टूल्स टेक्निक से ज्यादा अगर हम कॉमन सेंस यूज करें, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
जैसे आपको व्हीकल के नंबर प्लेट से पता चल जाएगा कि ये किस स्टेट क्या है.
हाँ
अगर वहां पर व्हीकल 3-4 खड़े हैं और
बिल्कुल,
वो जो है
क्योंकि मुझे
वो
वहाँ
भी पता चल जाता है ऐसी
इजीली
चीजों से.
फोन नंबर दिख रहा था, तो मैंने उसी फोन पे फोन कर लिया. एक शॉप दिख रहा था, उस दुकान के सामने ही हुआ था, तो मैंने पूछा कि आपका, फोन भी लग गया तुरंत. और देखा ये इंसिडेंट हुआ था, एक हफ्ते पहले हुआ था, वो बता रहे ये सच. फिर मैंने उनको वो वीडियो भी भेजा, बोला हाँ यही तो है वीडियो, यही हुआ था. तो दिस वे वी कैन वेरीफाई। इतना बड़ा इशू हो जाता है, कम्युनल राइट्स हो जाते हैं, मोब लिंचिंग हो जाती है, चाइल्ड किडनैपिंग के बहुत सारे इंसिडेंट्स होते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ सच वीडियोस। जैसे क्लोथिंग, बिहेवियर, लोगों के एक्सप्रेशन और बातचीत। अगर ऑडियो विजुअल में क्या होता है खुशदीप जी, हम सुन भी सकते हैं किस एक्सेंट में बात कर रहे हैं।
यस यस।
पंजाबी में बात कर रहे हैं, दिल्ली का लैंग्वेज, दिल्ली का टोन ही डिफरेंट होता है, बंगाल में डिफरेंट है, असम के लोग डिफरेंटली बात करते हैं, साउथ के लोग डिफरेंटली बात करते हैं। तो इससे भी कुछ कुछ क्ल्यूज हमको मिल जाता है, लेकिन एक ही क्ल्यू में हम बंधे नहीं रहेंगे। वी हैव टू लुक फॉर अदर ऑप्शंस एज वेल, क्योंकि नंबर प्लेट हो ही सकता है कि दिल्ली का गाड़ी कलकत्ता में चल रहा हो, तो वी विल लुक फॉर अदर साइन बोर्ड या फिर दूसरे रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर। ये सारे क्लूज भी इंपॉर्टेंट है।
जी
और एक
जब
सिग्निफिकेंट क्लू ये होता है कि अगर सोशल मीडिया में व्हेनेवर वी कम अक्रॉस एनी वीडियो और फोटो, इफ और एक सिग्निफिकेंट क्लू ये होता है कि अगर हम कमेंट्स में पढ़े, कमेंट्स में कोई ना कोई होगा शेरलॉक होम्स जो बताएगा कि ये गलत है, और ही और शी विल गिव यू सम रीजंस। उन रीजंस को आप चेक करके देखिए, आपको बहुत सारे क्लूज मिल जाएंगे। तो किसी भी एंगल को छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए। जो मैं पहला वो एग्जांपल आपको बता रहा था कि एक जो भी कोई स्टोरी आए, कोई पोस्ट आए या फिर कोई वीडियो आए, उसको सारे एंगल से देखने की जरूरत है और क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग।
जॉयदीप हो क्या रहा है इस टाइम, हो क्या रहा है, जैसे वेबसाइट्स है ना, कोई वीडियो आता है तो
हाँ।
वो जब एक वेबसाइट डाल देता है तो बाकी सब में भी जल्दी हो जाती है कि इस वेबसाइट को डालो,
हम्म
इस वीडियो को डालो।
हम्म
अभी जैसे परसों की है इंसिडेंट कि धोनी ने रांची में एक लोकल क्रिकेटर को अपनी बाइक पे लिफ्ट दी।
हम्म
हेलो
तो वो
हेलो
देखा आपने, उसका मैंने फैक्ट चेक किया, सारी
हेलो
वेबसाइट ने छापी है वो खबर।
अच्छा।
उसमें आप देखोगे तो धोनी सिर्फ एक जगह खड़ा दिख रहा है, बाइक पे कोई
हेलो
हेलमेट
सर
पहने कोई और चला रहा है।
हम्म
और
हेलो
धोनी
सर
ने ब्लू शूज पहन रखे थे, और वो जो राइट वो जो बाइक चला रहा था उसके वाइट शूज थे,
हम्म
और उसकी बाइक से बहुत सारा धुआं निकल रहा था।
हम्म
पीछे लड़के ने हेलमेट नहीं पहना हुआ था, और वो वीडियो बनाया जा रहा था बड़े आराम से इधर उधर करके। तो धोनी ऐसी परमिशन देता किसी को?
बिल्कुल नहीं।
लेकिन सबने छापी।
हाँ।
Joydeep, I think you finish your presentation. We are
Yes.
still left with a great
अभी
question.
वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन थोड़ा सा टच कर लेता हूँ।
Yeah,
वाई
because
वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन इज
we are
इम्पोर्टेंट?
running short of time now.
यस, वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज इट इज, जैसे जैसे
Yes,
कि हम
yes,
लोग अभी
go ahead, go ahead.
बात कर ही रहे थे कि इट इज कंज्यूम्ड, बिलीव एंड ट्रस्टेड वेरी इजीली, क्योंकि ऑडियो विजुअल है। लोग देखते हैं, वीडियो देखते हैं तो इजीली ट्रस्ट कर लेते हैं टेक्स्ट के मुकाबले। क्रिएट इंस्टेंट पैनिक, केओस, कम्युनल राइट्स, मोब लिंचिंग, चाइल्ड किडनैपिंग के इंसिडेंट्स होते हैं, कैन क्विकली गो वायरल एंड कॉज हार्म। और ये इजीली मैनिपुलेटेड और एडिटेड वर्जन हो सकती है, इसलिए वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट। लेकिन वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन करने से पहले भी व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन डू ए सिंपल टेक्स्ट सर्च, इनविड यूज करने से पहले भी। और अगर इनविड यूज करते हैं, इनविड का ये मैं लिंक शेयर कर देता हूं आपको। इनविड सिर्फ गूगल एक्सटेंशन पे ही, गूगल क्रोम एक्सटेंशन पे ही काम करता है। मैंने मैसेंजर में डाला इनविड EU, आपको मिला?
Videos पता चलते हैं।
ये सिर्फ गूगल क्रोम एक्सटेंशन में ही काम करता है, तो यू हैव टू डाउनलोड द लिंक एंड एड इट इन द क्रोम एक्सटेंशन। तो बेसिकली इनविड से ये सारे फायदे हैं हमारे पास। जैसे वेब बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन है ऑफ एडवांस वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन, इसमें आपको एनहांस मेटाडाटा व्यूअर, यूट्यूब, फेसबुक और ट्विटर वीडियो के सारे डिटेल्स आपको मिल सकते हैं। जैसे रिट्राइव कॉन्टेक्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन सच एज कहाँ से लोकेशन, देन जो कमेंट्स में बता रहा था, इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट, लाइसेंस राइट, किसने पब्लिश किया था, उनके पास क्या लाइसेंस है। फिर की फ्रेम्स, हम इनविड से फ्रेम्स सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, पूरे वीडियो को 5 या 6 फ्रेम्स में डाउनलोड करके उनको रिवर्स इमेज सर्च कर सकते हैं। YouTube थंबनेल निकाल सकते हैं, एक्सट्रैक्ट स्टिल फ्रेम्स, और इसको हम लोग गूगल में रिवर्स इमेज सर्च कर सकते हैं, इंडेक्स, बाइडू या टी9 में कर सकते हैं। इसके अलावा भी इसमें यूजफुल टूल्स हैं, जैसे कि मैग्नीफायर, एक वीडियो को क्लोजली आप देख सकते हैं मैग्नीफाई करके। और ट्विटर एडवांस सर्च तो अभी पेड हो गया, इमेज वेरिफिकेशन असिस्टेंस भी इसमें है। तो इसके साथ ही मैं कहूँगा थैंक यू सुभाष सर।
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You can take some more
Yeah.
questions, no problem.
Yes, you can
You
can
take
ask.
some more. We have another 5 minutes.
So is this app is paid or anybody can use it?
It is free as of now, क्योंकि ये यूरोपियन यूनियन ने डेवलप किया है, तो अभी तक तो ये फ्री है, फ्री टूल है, so we can use this tool.
वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन होता है, मतलब
हाँ,
जो वीडियो फेक है वो पता चल जाएंगे।
हाँ, इसमें फेक है या नहीं, क्योंकि लेकिन इसमें बहुत सारे जैसे कि फीचर्स मैंने बताया कि वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन के ये सारे फीचर्स हैं जो हम नॉर्मली यूज कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि कहाँ से ये वीडियो पोस्ट हुआ है, कहाँ से निकला है, किसी यूट्यूब के चैनल के साथ ये जुड़ा है कि नहीं, वो चैनल कौन चलाता है, देन कब पोस्ट हुआ है। लेकिन एक सिग्निफिकेंट बात यह है कि पोस्टिंग डेट एंड टाइम अगर पता करना है तो हमको, क्योंकि टाइम जोन अलग अलग होते हैं, तो उसको वी कैन कन्वर्ट द टाइम जोन एज वेल। इंडिया के टाइम जोन के साथ वो किस टाइम पे पब्लिश हुआ था। बहुत समय ऐसा देखा गया है कि एक जो वीडियो नया करके शेयर किया जा रहा है वो बहुत 3-4 साल पहले वीडियो शेयर हुआ था, इस तरह से।
But there is a very dim chance of television channels teaching their audience how to spot fake news.
राइट। और टेलीविजन चैनल्स को यूज करना चाहिए इनबिट, और इस तरह के वेरिफिकेशन मेथड्स, क्योंकि मुझे
No, what I'm saying is they are not going to teach you how to spot fake news.
ये दिस इज ए मैटर ऑफ, मैं इस पे कुछ नहीं कहूंगा एज ए ट्रेनर, बट देयर मे बी डिफरेंट नैरेटिव्स।
नहीं, गूगल ने तो सिखा दिया, जैसे जितने मीडिया इंस्टीट्यूट थे वहां सिखा दिया, लेकिन उन्होंने अपने तक ही रखा हुआ है, बाहर वो नहीं कर रहे हैं किसी को।
नहीं, इसके साथ साथ वेरिफिकेशन के साथ साथ मुझे जो लगता है, जैसे कि मैं बात कर रहा था सोल्यूशन जर्नलिज्म की, वी ऑल्सो नीड टू पंप इन मोर डेवलपमेंटल, बहुत सारे स्टोरीज इस तरह के होते हैं सोल्यूशन अप्रोच के साथ, अगर वी कैन पब्लिश दोस स्टोरीज। तो फेक न्यूज है, पंपिंग गुड स्टोरीज, पॉजिटिव स्टोरीज, डेवलपमेंटल स्टोरीज आर ऑल्सो वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट एट द सेम टाइम।
Vaishnavi, I think we can conclude now.
खुशदीप जी, आपको देख नहीं पा रहा हूँ
यार, मैं जरा ऐसी कहीं वो जरा ट्रैवल पे बीच में कर रहा हूँ, मैं गाड़ी में ना मैंने रखा हुआ है फोन। मैं अभी मिलता हूँ जल्दी, आपसे मिलता हूँ।
बिल्कुल।
Is this a promise or a threat?
No,
we know
he's
each
my
other.
old friend.
Yeah. I'm joking.
John sir is really energetic person, I've seen.
For those of us in Delhi, I think after this course is over, let's meet over a plain soda or whatever else that you prefer.
At PCI.
At PCI, yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you
for attending the session, and thank you, Subhash sir.
Thank you
Giving me this
so much
opportunity.
for sharing the knowledge.
Thanks a lot.
Professor Bhagyalakshmi has made a point in chat. I think trainers may kindly keep that in mind.
What is that point?
The point Bhagyalakshmi says is that many people are not as fluent in Hindi. And so, because the course is essentially in English, they may maybe give 70% in English and then explain it in Hindi also. I agree with that.
I think in our brochure, we have clearly mentioned that this course is bilingual. And then we just give the liberty to the resource person to be compatible, whatever language it is. So
no, because the resource person, although Bengali, was fluent in Hindi, and because some of us were asking in Hindi.
I read that question that someone was pointing it out that speaking in English, but we have made very clear in our brochure that the course is bilingual.
No, it should be bilingual, but maybe more than 50% in English, and then the explanatory.
The point is that we cannot ask someone that to not be bilingual when the course is bilingual. अब जयदीप को बीच में हम नहीं कहेंगे इशू ये है कि हम लोग का clear है कि it's bilingual course.
No, just now because my southern genes are entirely supporting Bhagyalakshmi. So
No, I'm not opposing that. What I'm saying is that we were not trying to control the resource person, the faculty, because it was his comfort level. So we did not intervene.
Yeah.
So Jaydeep ने देखा नहीं actually. Jaydeep कोई जो है वो she should have paid.
He's multilingual.
It was not very courteous on our part to ask Jaydeep to speak in English.
Dr. Dayal, you are humbly requested to speak in Hindi only, so that we could understand properly. Whenever you ask question.
I learned Hebrew.
Well,
Hebrew
I
also.
think John, our next source person is already with us. Yes, Sonal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm very much here, Professor. How are you? Very good evening.
Yes, Sonal, how are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
So we have already introduced you. Sonal has expertise in artificial intelligence, and through this, you will be discussing artificial intelligence and transversion to the modern journalism. We have been already introduced. The moderator has already introduced Sonal Purohit. So Sonal, over to you. So we have already introduced you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. I would like to share my screen. So if you can give me the rights.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
You are the host now. You can share your screen.
All right. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, as you know that this is basically a session on AI and how it has navigated the modern journalism. I'm Dr. Sonal Purohit and I extend my good evenings to you. I hope you had a great day today. The courses that I have done on AI are written here, and many of you may be interested in doing the first and the third course, which is really helpful for the content writers, basically. So this is how to research and write using generative AI. And the third is Introduction to Prompt Engineering for Generative AI, because this will be very helpful for the journalists and the content creators to start writing articles that are really interesting and unique for the readers. So let me set the agenda for this session. First of all, I will like to tell what is AI. Then we'll understand why AI is required for journalists, how it can help journalists. And then we'll see some of the key advancements in artificial intelligence and how those are integrated to journalism. Then I'll discuss some of the ethical consideration. And in the last, I would like to give you some ideas on how ChatGPT can be used for content creation in terms of journalism, as well as how it can be used to generate some ideas. So I do some practical exercise to show that. So coming down to my first point, what is meant by artificial intelligence? This is basically the ability of digital computer or computer controlled robots to perform the tasks that are associated with intelligent beings. This is the definition which is given by Britannica, which means that artificial intelligence is not is like human intelligence, but it is created artificially so that the machines can think like humans to generate some information. How do they think like humans? They think like humans based on the training that they have received on data sets. So that's about what is artificial intelligence. Now, as you can see in the screen, that there is a new journalist in line now, which is artificial intelligence, and it has been creating a lot of articles. For example, the American media website CNET, they began producing articles using generative AI, and this was a move that ended up backfiring for the company because the articles were not up to the mark, and they had to issue a lot of corrections on more than half of the articles that were generated by AI. Some of the articles had factual errors, some of them had plagiarized content, and some of the website articles had editor's note that was reading that the article is created by generative AI. So which is why they had to take some of the articles back, and some of the articles had to be reposted with a lot of correction. So as you can also see that Google is testing a tool that can generate news articles, and they have already pitched the AI tool to the New York Times, Washington Post, and the Wall Street Journal's owner, that is News Corp. So the question, what is the question that arises? The question that arises is that as AI is becoming, as a journalist, we have to imagine a future where AI-powered tools can instantly generate articles on breaking events, breaking news, and provide information which is much faster than before. So as journalism professionals, how can we ensure that these AI-generated articles maintain the ethical standards, they are investigative, and they maintain the human touch that define the quality journalism? Because as of now, majority of the articles that are being produced are not, either they are not ethically correct, or they have a lot of errors, or they have some factual errors, or they are not up to the mark. So before we begin on the journey, let me throw a bit light on, I know you're aware of it, but still let me throw a bit light on what exactly is the journey of traditional journalism to the modern journalism. So it began with print media, as we all know, and moved to TV, allowed broadcasting, and internet enabled the digital dissemination of news articles. And as the social media came into picture, the news spread became very fast, and each one of us became a journalist, posting new kind of information, making videos, reels, and that's how the face of journalism had changed a lot. And now there is generative AI, which has redefined the modern journalism by producing articles on its own. And it's very fast in producing articles. And sometimes it also has the content which is appealing to the readers. So from traditional to modern journalism, AI has played a significant role in disrupting the journalism industry. So as we give the so everyone can write, I mean, making use of the generative AI. Generative AI means those AIs which are chat features. So for example, ChatGPT, for example, Bard, for example, DALL-E. You can talk to these, you can have a conversation, I mean, not voice conversation as of now, but text conversation with these artificial AI tools for generating information. So everybody can write content through AI. But if everybody can write content through AI, there will be content clutter. For example, for a PR startup, it is very easy to write and throw some information on why e-commerce is expected to grow. So if all the e-commerce startups start writing the same articles, then how is the chance for showcasing the creativity, and how is the chance for bringing out differentiation? That's the point of thought. And as AI becomes increasingly integrated into the newsrooms, how can journalists leverage its capabilities to enhance their storytelling while preserving the core values of accuracy, integrity, and the human perspective that define journalism? So here comes the first need to understand that what are the key technological advancements in terms of AI and how they have been integrated to AI and how they can be used and integrated in AI for journalism. So the first is bots. We all are aware about bots. What is a bot? For example, you book a ticket on IRCTC and you get a message on your WhatsApp, and sometimes you do a recharge of say V on your from your mobile banking app, and then you immediately get a message. And if you want a help, then you can chat with that chat on that WhatsApp. So there is no human on the other side. There is a bot. So what is a robot? Even if you go to the websites, there are some chat options that open up on the window, and those chat options allow you to ask questions and they answer as per the, but those are very automatic, mechanical and automated. So they are replacing humans so that more and more people can be served by the companies. So these are basically bots. Those are robots. And the majority of bots that have an online presence or that are related to AI or about which we should talk here are the chatbots that we all are aware of. So an internet bot or web robot, or we can call it simply a bot, is a software application that runs automated tasks over the internet, usually with the intent to imitate the human activity on internet. So we expect somebody to sit on the other side and answer our questions. So bots are answering those questions and helping us with our queries. And some of the examples are messaging, which is done on a large scale, as I already told you. So what is the role of bots in journalism? So bots have an access to internet and they can create news. For example, one of the earliest uses of a bot in journalism was in 2014, when a bot which was known as QuakeBot, it broke the story of a 4.4 magnitude earthquake that hit Los Angeles at 6:25 a.m. on a Monday on March 2014. So by 6:25, the earthquake had hit, and by 6:33 a.m., the Los Angeles Times, they published a story online under the byline of Ken Schoeske, which was the developer of the quake warning bot, which is known as the QuakeBot. So this is the extent to which bots can be useful in journalism. Quick news. First mover approach. The QuakeBot is essentially an algorithm that monitors the US Geological Survey for reports of earthquakes that are over a 3.0 magnitude. And when it finds one, the algorithm will write up a simple report. It will add a map. It will put the story into the content management system of the LA Times and emails an editor to alert them to a story. So sometimes bots are also used to monitor the journalist. The New York Times anonymous bots monitor the New York Times and tweets. And whenever it finds an article with an anonymous source, it alerts to the management. So this ability to monitor the specific sets of data around the clock without needing a break is what makes a bot appealing to the journalist. It's working 24/7 without taking a break. And it's giving the fastest updates on whatever is happening around, which is why it looks appealing. The second one is machine learning. Many of the people, they confuse machine learning and they replace machine learning with AI. But AI and machine learning have a slight difference. However, AI runs on machine learning. So many people are confused, but machine learning is a form of artificial intelligence, which is based on algorithms that are trained on data. For example, ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is trained on a large set of data.
Ma'am, two small things, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're speaking too fast and your voice is fading in and out. Could you speak closer to the mic?
Yeah.
And just a little slower?
Yeah, sure. Am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, it's raining in Ahmedabad today, so maybe there are network issues. Yeah, thank you for pointing out. So I was telling about machine learning. machine learning is basically confused for AI. However, machine learning is not AI. It's a form of AI. And it's a algorithm that is trained on a large set of data. For example, ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a tool which is trained on a large set of data. उसको बहुत सारा डेटा जो इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल था या मेजरली इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल था उस पर ट्रेन किया गया है. Because it is trained on that data set, it has the ability to predict, it has the ability to generate information, it has the ability to write. So it's a humongous data set पे इसको train किया जाता है, train किया गया. So that's machine learning. So machine learns. अगर आप उसको डेटा पे ट्रेन करते जाओगे तो मशीन सीखती जाएगी, और जैसे जैसे वो सीखती जाएगी वैसे वैसे आपके पास में इंफॉर्मेशन इंप्रूव्ड होके आएगी. Efficiency is going to improve. If the machine is trained again and again through algorithms, so the efficiency of producing that content is going to improve. That is machine learning. So the generative AIs are majorly work on machine learning. And machines, they learn through constant training. Data set पे constant training चलती रहती है उनकी, so that they learn and they are more efficient. That is machine learning. The third thing is NLP. NLP is natural language processing. Natural language processing is again a branch of artificial intelligence. तो बहुत सारी information web पे available है. For example, बहुत सारी information Twitter पे available है, where people are writing their content. I mean, for example, I'm posting my comments on Facebook. People are posting their comments on Instagram. People are saying something on Twitter. And people are saying something on other websites also, such as TripAdvisor पे बहुत कुछ लिख रहे हैं, blogs पे बहुत कुछ लिख रहे हैं. So there is a lot of information. And this is natural language. Natural language, why it is known as natural language? Because this is coming from people themselves, humans themselves. So that's natural language. Natural language processing is basically a branch of artificial intelligence that enables the computers. Computers क्या करेंगे? They will comprehend, they will generate, and they will manipulate the human language. Human language is what? Human language या तो text के form में है, or it is in the form of voice. Either voice or text, both it can do. So if there is a lot of content on YouTube, NLP can be used to make sense of it. Or if there are a lot of pictures on social media, those can also be used to make sense with the help of NLP. Natural language processing can make use of content posted on the web to generate information. So if I want to understand the political sentiments near elections, for example, लोगों के sentiments क्या election आ रहे हैं, what are the sentiments of people towards a specific party. So I can make use of NLP so that I can comprehend thousands of tweets. For example, there is information on Twitter. So I can comprehend thousands of tweets and produce the sentiments. What are the sentiments of people? And this can be done with the help of certain programming. That's NLP. Now, AI-powered NLP algorithms can analyze very huge amount of text data, thousands of comments, 10,000 comments, 20,000 comments, 1 lakh comments, सबको एक साथ analyze कर लेगा. उससे information निकालेगा. It can extract relevant information and summarize the complex content. So it's a lot of information. NLP can make use of the programming to extract this information, read that information, and summarize the content which is complex to give you some meaningful information. So आपको बता देगा what are the sentiments of people towards a specific political party. Now the applications of NLP include content creation. Content create कर सकते हैं, language translate कर सकते हैं, और sentiment analysis कर सकते हैं, so that we can understand what is the opinion of public. What's the use in journalism? So in journalism, these algorithms can predict trends. Trends predict कर सकता है, patterns identify कर सकता है in the data, and it can aid the journalist in decision making about a specific topic. So if I'm going to write on a political party, I can make use of NLP to process thousands of comments that are present on Twitter and improve my reports, because it will have some facts to tell to people that this is what is the sentiment of people on Twitter about a political party. Algorithms also play a role in personalizing the news recommendations for readers based on their preferences and behavior. तो किसी को travel में interest है, किसी को cricket में interest है, किसी को weather में interest है, किसी को cultures में interest है. So algorithms can personalize the news information and send it to people as per their interests and behaviors. And for example, Washington Post Heliograph. For example, Washington Post Heliograph, for instance, it is an AI-powered tool that can write news articles in real time. Similarly, AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data. वो बहुत सारे डेटा को एनालाइज करके पर्सनलाइज कंटेंट इंडिविजुअल यूजर्स के लिए क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, आप नेटफ्लिक्स देखते हो, सो नेटफ्लिक्स गिव्स यू रिकमेंडेशंस. तो रिकमेंडेशंस कैसे देता है? इट इज बेस्ड ऑन योर बिहेवियर. तो आप जो भी देख रहे हो दैट इज बीइंग स्टोर्ड बाय नेटफ्लिक्स, एंड नेटफ्लिक्स उसके बेसिस के जो एल्गोरिथम्स काम कर रहे हैं वो आपकी इंटरेस्ट के बेसिस पे आपको रिकमेंडेशंस देते हैं. मूवी रिकमेंडेशन, सीरीज रिकमेंडेशंस. This is basically personalization, and this can be applied in journalism also. Personalization in news. Soon we shall have news curated via Bard and Bing charts. What are Bard and Bing charts? These are again generative AIs. Media apps bhi honge which are self-trained so that personalized news can be given to the people. So AI-powered tools can create news that aligns with readers' interest. How will they get this information? उनकी browsing history के basis पे या फिर उनकी social media activity के basis पे. So if I'm following certain groups, on the basis of that information, generative AI or AI can recommend me news. They may know that I am interested in travel क्योंकि मैंने travel groups join कर रखे हैं, या I am posting constantly about my travel. So they will start sending me news which is on travel. This is how it can help. And then there is data analysis and visualization. So AI-driven data analysis can help the journalist process and analyze large data sets. बहुत सारे data sets को एक साथ quickly, they can very fast, they can process and analyze these data sets so that meaningful insights can be covered. Now visualization. Visualization का मतलब है इस data को आप visualize कर दो. लोग उसको देख के charts in the form of charts, in the form of maps, in the form of graphics that will enhance the storytelling and make complex information more accessible. So rather than reading the whole text, somebody can look at the graph and get sense out of it that what exactly is happening. That improves the effectiveness of the news story, basically. And then, so this is data analytics and visualization. So now we are going to talk about a very important technology advancement. I think something, as I could make sense, something of this sort was also being discussed in the previous session. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is known as automated fast checking. So AI technologies are also used to verify the accuracy of information by comparing the claims against credible sources and databases. तो वो पता लगा लेगा कि source credible है, नहीं है, the source is credible or not. The database is credible or not, and it will give you some recommendation based on that. Not only this, there are others also that I will be covering in the coming moments. So automated fast checking, it will help the journalist to identify misinformation and fake news more efficiently. And this advancement assists in maintaining the credibility of the news reporting. Credibility is very important in this age because there is a lot of information. There are lots of news which everybody is going through every day. Right, on website, on apps, etc., etc. So credibility will be increased. Now here are some real life examples of AI, how it is revolutionizing the media landscape. So this is one case study from major media outlet such as New York Times. So New York Times, Associated Press and Reuters, they are already using AI algorithms so that they can boost their newsroom efficiency. For example, Associated Press जो है, it is using AI-powered software to write quarterly earnings report. Quarterly earnings report लिखने के लिए they are making use of AI, and for thousands of publicly traded companies. So publicly traded companies जो है, उनकी quarterly earnings report बना रहे हैं with the help of AI, and they disseminate it. And New York Times, it also uses an AI tool which is known as Editor. उसका नाम है Editor. This helps suggest article topics and potential sources for the writers. What should be the topic today? So it makes suggestions about what kind of articles should be circulated, and those are going to be of interest to the readers, and what are the potential sources from where the writers can get some content on these topics basically. Similarly, routers, they employ Links Insights, which is an AI system that analyzes data in real time, helping the journalists find newsworthy stories quickly. And these examples, it demonstrate how AI is revolutionizing the way newsrooms operate by enabling them to automate routine tasks and freeing up time. So they free up time basically. If they can do all these things, then there is a lot of time for the journalists to make the story better. So I'm again saying that AI should be assistant, and AI should not be, as journalists, we should not throw away our work on the AI. We should use it as an assistant for doing or performing all these functions. Now there are some ethical considerations also. For example, and there are two major ethical considerations that have to be taken into account when you're using AI for writing articles. One is deepfakes and another is misinformation. So in 2019, a deepfake video of Nancy Pelosi went viral on social media. Not only Nancy Pelosi, but Biden's video also went viral, which was...
How is a deepfake different from a shallow fake?
Deepfake uses the content basically from the web to create videos. Shallow fake may be created by someone, but deepfake is using the content over the internet to create that video. So it looks more natural. It looks like it's real. It's not. It looks like it's more natural. It looks like it is real, and people tend to believe on it. That is basically, which is why deepfakes is a major concern for people into journalism. So there was a video of Biden also that was before elections, and it created a lot of trouble for the political parties. A second is misinformation. Misinformation, as you can see the example, here you can see two news. One is that the Dumpling Empire founder dies, and this was posted on February 26. And जो उसकी डेथ की डेट बताई गई थी कि वो 26 मार्च को years died, 26 March 2023 years died. So this is misinformation, and this article was generated and created by AI. So this is a cause of concern. If you will look at the second article, this you can read the editor's note. So this article was created by AI, and editors wrote their names. But then there was they wrote that this is generated by AI, but there was a high objection on it. There was a lot of objection on this. So the editor had to change its notes, and he has clearly written that the earlier version of this article was assisted by an AI algorithm. And this version has been substantially updated by a staff writer. So these are the two things that are really important. So first impact is on the credibility of the news. As you have seen in the first example, one of the key concerns about AI-generated content is its impact on the accuracy and credibility of the news. So while AI has a lot of potential to gather a lot of information, and they can process the data very fast and very efficiently, but it also introduces a lot of challenges that the AI industry should be aware of. For example, AI algorithms can be only as accurate as the data is accurate. But if the data is not accurate, if the data is not real, if the data in itself is wrong, then what will happen? Then the content will also be wrong. So that has to be taken into account, which is why I'm again insisting that AI has to be used as an assistant. It should not replace humans, right? So additionally, AI-generated contents can sometimes perpetuate a lot of misinformation because they don't have the credibility, ability to critically evaluate. Sources को evaluate नहीं कर पाते हैं. They can't verify information as the human journalists can do. This can lead to false or misleading information, and if it is spread, then it can have serious consequences for public trust in the media. And then the other ethical consideration is of accountability. So if the news is fake, who is going to be accountable? AI cannot be held accountable. We can't hold AI accountable. The news agency will say that, no, I am not accountable because this is generated by AI. The journalist will say, I am not accountable because it is. So who is going to hold that accountability? Who is responsible for correcting it? Who is going to write in the press? For example, the editor has written here, but who is going to write it? So it's the news organization that produce the content, the AI developer or the algorithm itself. It's hard to find out. So these questions, they highlight the need to have a clear and transparent guideline and regulations that how AI has to be used in journalism. The third is impact of AI on the job markets and future of journalism as a profession. So AI looks very interesting and it has the potential to automate many tasks that human journalists used to perform. But it is very important to ensure that the benefits of this technology are shared fairly and that the rights and livelihoods of human journalists are protected. I think there is a question. You may please unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So even if the AI is, advanced much, so there is no chance that jobs can be replaced because of that algorithms and all. Because as you just said, जो fake है उसी को वो continue करता है. So there is still the potential to human beings.
I'm coming on that point only. Because the AI is generating a lot of news and many of the news agencies which are not very highly credible, they are making use of AI to generate reports. So the work is not completely gone, but it has reduced and it has changed. So as a journalist, you need to understand what role can I play to protect my accountability, my credibility as a journalist. What role should I play? So it's commonly said, AI is taking away, it's commonly said that AI is taking away jobs, not only in journalism, but if you look at any industry, there's a potential threat of job loss. Let me give an example of a retail store. So a retail store in Europe, they completely replace the human servers, जो customer relationship managers होते हैं वहाँ पे shop में, उनको completely replace कर दिया. So AI is going to do that job. McDonald's ने start कर दिया एक store in which there is no human. It will be completely operated by AI, robots. And there are numerous examples. But then yes, there is a potential for you as a journalist, and you cannot leave everything on AI because there are ethical considerations also, such as deepfake, such as misinformation. So you need to understand how you can surpass AI, why you will be needed by the companies, what is going to be your potential. And I'm coming on that only, that what is your role as journalist, wherein you can make use of AI as your assistant, but produce a content which is unique, which is not cluttered. हर कोई AI यूज करके अगर न्यूज जनरेट करने लगेगा तो एक जैसे न्यूज जाएगी. तो आप कैसे यूनिक न्यूज दोगे so that your value is maintained? That's what I'm trying to come up. Right?
But so, ma'am, there's a flaw also in what you're saying. When I began my career, your career did not exist because AI was not discovered 55 years ago. They will, in the stores case that you're showing, because it has been analyzed, you're losing frontline stale persons, but you're adding costs to the back end, to the AI tool which generates all that thing. They're just changing from low-grade jobs to high-grade jobs, which is not saying that just like automation, use of computers in journalism, all of us were hot metal once. Jobs have increased since then. So how do you say that AI will decrease jobs?
AI, there is a threat of, I'm not saying that it will completely take over, but AI has the potential to automate many tasks that human journalists used to perform. Those jobs may be gone, but it is very important, really important to ensure that the benefits of this technology are shared fairly, and which is why there is still a need for humans. So there's a common statement, there's a common fear among the journalists. There's a common fear among everybody that AI may take away their jobs, but that's not the case. They may replace some of the works, but it will again create more jobs, and that's what we need to understand. that the things that were done by humans which can be done by an AI. So what is the role of human? Because human intelligence is anyways higher than machine intelligence. Machines cannot replace the intelligence of humans. Yeah, we cannot process a lot of data. We cannot process a lot of information, and we cannot write a lot of articles in a short span of time, unlike AI. But we can make use of AI so which is why I'm again and again, and maybe so this is the PPT that in which I have written in red that AI should be your assistant, but it should not be a replacement, because AI cannot think like humans. AI cannot does not have the emotions that a human has. AI cannot write in the tune in which a human can write. And I'm coming to that point, of course, in some time.
I just wanted to know if there are any media houses in India that are using AI as of now.
As of now, Times of India, Economic Times, they have also started using AI for writing their news stories, but they are not completely relying on, nobody is completely relying on AI. Only the incredible news houses are completely relying on AI for producing their news articles.
Thank
I
you.
think in recent time, Times of India introduced their AI anchor. I've watched that on YouTube.
No, that's not AI anchor, that's just a bot.
Yes, a bot anchor.
Yeah, no, that's just a bot anchor. Yeah.
Some of the southern media was also using AI in their field.
Thank you for adding on. Yeah, so these are some of the ethical concerns, and now I will talk a bit about how can AI be used to prevent these ethical consideration, that is deepfakes and misinformation. So, say for example, there's a question: was there a voter fraud during the 2020 US elections? Or is climate change a hoax? Everybody's talking about global warming. Everybody's talking about climate change. So is it a hoax first? These questions can be fast checked by analyzing the available data. These questions can be answered with true or false, but there is a potential for misinformation surrounding the questions like these. So a Twitter study, which was done in 2018, they showed that false news stories were more commonly retweeted by humans than bots, and 70% more likely to be retweeted than the true stories. The same study found that it took true stories approximately 6 times longer to reach a group of 1,500 people, while true stories rarely reached more than 1,000 people. Popular false news can spread up to 1 million. And the 2020 US presidential election, COVID-19 vaccines, and climate change all have been subject of misinformation campaigns with very dire consequences. It is estimated that misinformation surrounding COVID-19 costed between $50 to 300 million daily. So the cost of political misinformation can be very, very serious. For example, civil disorder, for example, violence, or even the erosion of public trust in democratic institutes. And we all know that this has been happening since the advent of social media. So a study that was published by Science magazine, it also supported these facts and found that false information which is posted online, it spreads faster and reaches more people than the true information. Now, how can we check whether an information is fake, or the news that is being created by AI is fake, or it is true, it is not deep fake, it is not misinformation? So the few things that are very important is use of keywords for viral spread. Second is the source. Authentic sources have to be there. The unauthentic sources, if the AI has taken information from unauthentic sources, then they are very likely to be fake or giving some false information. There are some tools that help in detecting fake news. You can see those tools here. I've written these tools here. One is The Factual. The Factual provides a newsletter app, Chrome extension, and website to the users who want to be informed about the credibility of a specific story. And this is powered by an algorithm which rates the credibility of more than 10,000 news stories each day. Second is Medan, Check by Medan. Check is a fast checking tool from technology non-profit institution, which is Medan. In 2019, Medan launched a fast checking project in combination with WhatsApp and Facebook using Check. Now, the Check platform enabled the open source collection of tips through WhatsApp regarding misinformation in Africa, India, and Brazil. The customizable Check platform includes features like direct messaging between tipsters and fast checkers. Algorithms identify content based on its similarity to flagged information. How similar is the information to flagged information? And it can also prioritize certain types of information based on the preferences of the users. The third is Logically. This is a free mobile app and a browser extension. It provides fact and image verification services also. ये employee करता AI को employ करता है अपने as a part of its automated search assistant feature. So Logically जो है, it also relies on human fast checkers to assist those who use the service. And then there is Auto Analytics also, which is very similar in nature. Now, this is where again I'm insisting this is important. To maintain the accuracy and reliability and credibility of the news, it is very important for the news organizations to use AI responsibly and in conjunction with a human journalist. So rather than producing thousands of articles in a day, it would be wise to produce a few articles making use of AI and the humans intervening in that news to make it more credible to for the readers, to make it more connecting with the readers. I'll show you an example of this. Look at these two news stories. One is fake and one is written by a human. Can you identify which is generated by, one is generated by AI and another, or fake, and another is generated by, written by a human. Can you identify which one is what? Applying whatever I have been saying for with regard to fast checking or as a human.
Yes.
How?
The story with the headline "Drinking Age at Disney." That story don't have any signature of the journalist. You see the story on right side, on the top by Brooks Bernice. So the journalist have given his byline is there. The drinking age story though don't have the byline.
Sure.
And also the style of writing. If you see the style of writing, the flow in the another story we start with since its founding, it has more of a creativity, and the earlier one, it looks like a machine generated story.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to convey and say, that you can produce a story with the help of AI that interests to the readers, but still there is a big role for you to play in order to make it more convincing, credible, ethical, and connected with the readers. Right? These both are on Disney, but there is a starking difference between the two. The one generated by AI and the one which is written by a human journalist. Right? So in the age of AI, the role of human journalist is changing, but it is not becoming obsolete at all. The work is changing. Right? And your role is now more critical. As a journalist, your role is more critical than before. Right? So while AI has the potential to automate many of the tasks that human journalists used to perform, it still lacks the human touch and creativity that is very, very essential for a good journalism. So human journalists को एक unique perspective लेकर के आते हैं, which AI cannot bring. Empathy लेकर आते हैं, which AI cannot bring. Intuition लेकर आते हैं, which AI cannot bring. So AI algorithms cannot replicate what the human can write. They can simply become a foundation for your further enhancement of your writing skills. Human journalists are still needed to verify the accuracy of AI generated content, to provide context and to provide the background information, and also to make ethical decisions about what should be done and what should not be, what should be reported and what should not be reported. So you cannot entirely rely on the fake news detecting tools also, because they have their own limitations. So you have to apply your mind. You have to take a call. So your role is really, really critical. They also play an important role in shaping the public disclosure by selecting the stories that are most important and relevant to their audience. So AI can produce 5 stories, but you have to choose one of them, which is unique, which is more resonating to the readers. In newsrooms, human journalists are increasingly working alongside AI algorithms. They are using their expertise and experience to guide the technology and to produce content which is accurate and engaging. But the collaboration has to be there between the human and the machines so that the quality of journalism can significantly improve and also the efficiency of journalism can significantly improve. But the human touch is also preserved, which is really important for this dynamic industry. In journalism education, the integration of AI into the curriculum will become very important. Future journalists will need to be proficient in using AI tools and technology. They will need to understand the ethical and legal implications of AI in journalism. And they will also need to develop a deep understanding of the role that AI can play in journalism and how to work effectively with this technology. So having said this, now I would like to show you how you can actually use the generative AI for making your work significantly improved and efficient. So I have developed this framework. This is developed by me. I've called it as Inform Framework, and I'll show you how you can use it for improving your work. So I is for introduction of the topic. N is for narrowing down the scope. F is for focusing on the specifics. O is for outlining key questions. R is requesting data or evidence. And M is mentioning the desired format. This is basically, this can be used for preparing the prompts for generative AI such as ChatGPT. मैं आपको show कर दूंगी कैसे कर सकते हो. तो I में क्या करोगे? You have to introduce the topic, right? So start by clearly introducing the topic or subject matter of your prompt. क्या करने वाले हो? You have to provide the context, stage set करना है. AI को आप बताओगे कि उसको क्या करना है, वो वैसे ही करेगा. This is training. I was talking about the machine learning and training. This is training. So you can also train your AI. N is you have to now narrow down the scope. So say I want to write an article about travelers. So I'll say that I am a news writer with so-and-so years of experience and I work with so-and-so publication house. This is introduction. So you have introduced and I am looking for a news on travel. So you've introduced the topic. अब आपको narrow down करना है. Travel is very broad. So you have to specify the scope or angle that you want the AI to concentrate on. And be very precise about the type of information or data you are looking for so that the AI is responding specifically to your request. So I can say that I'm looking forward to writing an article on travel and I want to focus on sustainability tourist, right? This is second thing. Third is focus on specifics. So specify exactly what you need from AI. I want you to write a story line for the tourists who are traveling to India from so-and-so countries. So you have to again be very specific. Focus. O is outline the key questions. If applicable, raise questions. Can you write a story? Are there different types of travelers, etc., etc.? Throw a question on AI itself. Request for data or evidence, you can ask the ChatGPT for while preparing the news story, please give me the number of travelers that travel or how many will be the readers, etc. So you can ask the generative AI for some statistics or data also as an evidence to support your journalism. You have to make it clearly. You have to make your request very clearly. And then you have to mention the desired format. तो आपको कौन सी format में ये information चाहिए? It can be a summary report, it can be analysis, it can be data visualization. आपको क्या चाहिए? तो आपको format बताना पड़ेगा. 100 words में लिख के दो, एक paragraph में लिख के दो, मेरे को points, bullet points बना के दो, मेरे को headings बना के दो. You have to tell everything to the AI and then only it is going to run. So now I will show you some of the prompts. So I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll share the internet.
मैम मीनवाइल मेरा एक सवाल है छोटा सा. ये जो आपने अभी फ्रेमवर्क बताया, इन्फॉर्म फ्रेमवर्क, कि एआई को सब कुछ बताइए, पूरा ब्रीफ दीजिए, क्रिएटिव ब्रीफ दीजिए और उससे आर्टिकल लिखवाइए. ये
Yes.
करना क्यों है? ये उससे आर्टिकल लिखवा के हम खुद अपनी नौकरी खत्म कर रहे हैं। ये तो मेरा एडिटर भी कर सकता है, वो भी लिखवा सकता है।
बिल्कुल लिखवा सकता है, लेकिन अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि जो एआई है वो आपको एक स्टोरी लाइन दे देगा, लेकिन आपके एडिटर का काम खत्म नहीं हो जाएगा। आपके एडिटर को उसको पहले चेक करना पड़ेगा विद द हेल्प ऑफ फॉर फेक न्यूज की मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन तो नहीं दे रहा है। उसके बाद में उसको उसमें ह्यूमन टच लाना पड़ेगा। सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ टास्क स्टिल टू डू, क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या
लेकिन
होता है ना, या
उससे बेसिक आइडिया और जिसको हम कहते हैं ना सीड ऑफ द स्टोरी, वो एआई से लेना क्यों है? एआई कुछ भी नया नहीं देता है। जो इंटरनेट पे ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है वो उसी को घोट घोट के उसका छाछ बनाता रहता है। तो मैं पुराना ही आइडिया उससे लूंगा, फिर उसको चमकाऊंगा पॉलिश लगा के, तो ये इसमें फिर मतलब क्या है?
और
मैं अगर
इसमें
अपना
इसमें तो जर्नलिस्ट का काम भी बढ़ रहा है।
सॉरी, या आई अंडरस्टैंड योर
जो
सेंटिमेंट्स।
जो वो कह रहा है वो भी क्रेडिबिलिटी इज आल्सो इन क्वेश्चन।
हाँ, तो क्रेडिबिलिटी के लिए तो जर्नलिस्ट हैव टू डू अ जॉब, कि वो जो भी दे रहा है उसको आपको चेक करना है, उसको सीधे पोस्ट नहीं कर देना है, उसे खुश नहीं हो जाना है कि हाँ अब मैंने लिख दिया कि मेरे को ट्रैवल पे एक स्टोरी बना के दे दो। दिस इज नॉट सफिशिएंट एंड एवरीबडी इज नॉट गुड एट दीज प्रॉम्प्ट्स आल्सो। ऐसे तो सब हर कोई कर लेगा, मतलब तो आपको डिफरेंशिएट अपने आप को कैसे करना है, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू शो यू थ्रू दीज प्रॉम्प्ट्स कि आप कैसे कर सकते हो। तो आप क्या क्या कर सकते हो? आप क्या कर सकते हो, पहली चीज ये है, आई हैव क्रिएटेड अ प्रॉम्प्ट जिसमें आई मीन कुछ टॉपिक सजेशंस ले सकते हैं, रीडर्स किसमें इंटरेस्टेड है आजकल। सो आई हैव क्रिएटेड दिस प्रॉम्प्ट, आई एम टाइपिंग इट हियर इन माय चैट जीपीटी का जो ये है इसमें। सो से आई हैव रिटन, मैंने इसे ऐसे बनाया है, हाय आई एम अ जर्नलिस्ट विद 12 years of experience in writing articles on tourism for a travel blog। पैसे इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया, स्पेसिफाई कर दिया, कैन यू गिव मी द पॉपुलर टॉपिक्स दैट रीडर्स ऑफ टूरिज्म आर्टिकल्स आर इंटरेस्टेड इन। मैं इसको टाइप कर देती हूँ सो दैट यू कैन आल्सो रीड अलोंग विद।
अगर मैं चैट जीपीटी या एआई होता तो मैं उस जर्नलिस्ट को रिप्लाई करता, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ जर्नलिस्ट यू आर आस्किंग मी फॉर आइडिया।
And you want
of course, but AI won't do that.
and you want chatbots to go out of a job.
Of course.
अर्पण, ऐसा है कि ये भी एआई भी अभी इनिशियल स्टेज में है और इससे हमको वैसे नहीं भागना है जैसे क्या कंप्यूटर आने से जो है ना लोगों की नौकरी चली जाएगी। अगर ये इवॉल्व हो चुका है तो हमें इसको अपनी लाइफ का पार्ट एंड पार्सल बनाना ही पड़ेगा। ये हमारी नौकरी खा जाएगा ऐसा नहीं है, हमारे लिए इसको बनाने वाले हम ही हैं। मुझे लगता है कि हमारे लिए बहुत सारे स्कोप आगे भी रहेंगे, तो हमें लाइट में नहीं देखना है।
इससे वर्क जो है वो ज्यादा टायरिंग हो जाएगा। जो आपका एडिटर या मैनेजमेंट है वो अगर आपसे 2 दिन में एक आर्टिकल डिमांड करते हैं तो 1 दिन में 5 आर्टिकल रिवाइज करके देने के लिए डिमांड करें।
मोस्ट वैलिड, बहुत बढ़िया पॉइंट्स।
देखिए सर, मैं एक प्रोफेसर हूँ, राइट, और ये कहा गया था कि जो एआई है इट इज गोइंग टू टेक अवे द जॉब ऑफ प्रोफेसर्स आल्सो, या रिसर्च राइटिंग खत्म हो जाएगी। मैं रिसर्च पब्लिकेशंस करती हूँ, बट ऐसा है नहीं एक्चुअली। एआई ने मेरे काम को आसान जरूर किया है, लेकिन एआई मेरे काम को रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकता, मेरे काम को एनहांस करेगा। कंप्यूटर्स जब आए थे, जैसा राइटली सर ने कहा कि कंप्यूटर्स जब आए थे तब भी यही बात हुई थी कि कंप्यूटर्स आ जाएंगे तो हम क्या करेंगे। ऐसा तो नहीं हुआ, कंप्यूटर्स ने काम को अच्छा कर दिया, आसान कर दिया। बैंक में देखिए, इफ यू विल गो टू बैंक एंड when the journalism industry has already embraced, न्यूज कॉप हो गया, न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स हो गया, वॉल स्ट्रीट जर्नल हो गया, सबने एआई को एम्ब्रेस कर लिया है, तो इंडिया में भी हो रहा है, तो एम्ब्रेसमेंट तो होगा। तो अब हमें ये देखना है कि हम इसको कैसे अपने बेनिफिट के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं, हम इसमें कैसे एक्सपर्टीज दे सकते हैं। This is the basic crux of this session, as the topic also says that transformation of modern journalism. Modern journalism तो A में AI आएगा. So let's think about how can we
working on computer is more tiring than the manual work.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Of course, please.
Yeah, you know, almost 35 years ago, I was an associate editor in The Observer. It was by Mr. Ambani, his first paper. It had a huge library. It had 10 assistant librarians. So anytime we wanted to were asked to write an editorial, we would call the chief librarian, tell him exactly the questions that you have told, and in about half an hour, he'll bring us all the files. And you go through it for the 1 hour. And the next 1 hour, you type out editorial. This is just mechanized. What you've explained in the last 1 hour is the mechanization and the computerization of processes which we have been using for as long as we used to have the library was called a morgue. It had all information there. In internet, you cannot get more information than has been put there. Internet does not create information.
That's absolutely correct. I agree, which is why our role as humans will never be obsolete. When I was doing my PhD, selecting a topic in itself was a huge challenge because the information was very much limited. और इंटरनेट का एडवेंट बहुत ज्यादा टाइम तक नहीं हुआ था. तो I regret कि मैंने ऐसा टॉपिक चूज किया which is not really very popular and which is not really having a scope for a longer time period. तो अब जब when I try to take up research topics, I make use of the information which is there on internet. I connect with people. I try to talk to them. So पहले जो reach नहीं थी, for example मैं limited थी अपनी city तक, वहीं के लोगों से बात कर सकती थी, अपने supervisor से बात कर सकती थी, अपने college में जो लोग थे उनसे बात कर सकती थी. Now I can talk to people around the world, and that's also my task is not being done by generative AI. ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरा रिसर्च पेपर जनरेटिव एआई लिख रहा है, रिसर्च पेपर मैं ही लिख रही हूँ, बट इट हैज इम्प्रूव्ड. सो हाउएवर इट्स अ वेरी डिबेटेबल टॉपिक. जब भी एआई की बात करते हैं तो देयर आर ऑलवेज नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव सेंटिमेंट्स. आई अंडरस्टैंड कंप्लीटली.
It is enriched, not necessarily improved.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. So you can use this prompt like this. So you can write, hi, I'm a journalist. You have to be very specific. Prompt engineering is another set of detailed, मतलब हर किसी के बस की बात नहीं है. तो अगर आपने prompt engineering से, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप गए और बोला मेरे को आज एक स्टोरी क्रिएट करके दे दो, AI ने क्रिएट करके दे दी, फिर क्रेडिबिलिटी की प्रॉब्लम आएगी, एथिक्स आएंगे, अकाउंटेबिलिटी की प्रॉब्लम आएगी. देयर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, राइट? So it will only assist you. I am against insisting कि use AI only for your assistance. अपने काम को रिप्लेस करने के लिए यूज मत करो, क्योंकि अगर आप अपने काम को रिप्लेस करने के लिए यूज करोगे तो आप अपने काम को और अपनी क्वालिटी को हैम्पर कर रहे हो. आप अपनी क्वालिटी को इम्प्रूव कैसे कर सकते हो? For that only you have to use it, right? Again and again I am insisting. I write research papers myself only. I don't tell ChatGPT to write my research paper. और प्लेजरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर आराम से आजकल दिस टर्निटिन हैज आल्सो स्टार्टेड टू डिटेक्ट कि कंटेंट जो है वो एआई से लिखा हुआ है, तो दे डिटेक्ट इट वेरी इजीली. तो ऐसा नहीं है, तो इसमें एथिकल कंसिडरेशंस आएंगे अगर आप पूरा काम इसको दे दोगे. सो प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग समथिंग, प्रॉम्प्ट बनाना अपने आप में इज समथिंग दैट यू शुड नो so that your work is unique and enriched, right? So how can you generate ideas with the help of ChatGPT? It's not necessary that you take up the idea which is given by AI. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. आप अपना आइडिया दूसरा भी ले सकते हो, but at least you can try it out. I mean, if it makes sense to you, right?
Ma'am,
so
may I know what is prompt engineering, and is that directly related to engineering, or
No,
is it completely a different concept?
It's a different concept. Yeah. तो जनरेटिव एआई जो होते हैं, तो जनरेटिव एआई इज जनरली लाइक ChatGPT. So you have to talk to it, interact with it. ये interactive, these are interactive in nature. Whatever you will feed to the ChatGPT, it will give you the content based on what you have fed to it, right? So prompts are the thing which I have typed here is a prompt, right? So prompt is what are you telling to the ChatGPT, what are you telling to any of the generative AI, be it Bard, be it Bing, be it DALL-E, be it ChatGPT, there are thousands now, right? So this is prompt. Prompt engineering is related to the creation of a prompt. Prompt कैसे लिखना है, that is prompt engineering. तो उसमें algorithm नहीं बनाने हैं, आपको सिर्फ ये देखना है कि आप इस prompt को कैसे लिखोगे so that you get the best information from ChatGPT. तो अगर आपने लिख दिया कि क्रिएट अ स्टोरी ऑन ट्रैवल, वो तो कुछ भी क्रिएट करके दे देगा, 10 पेज की स्टोरी क्रिएट करके दे देगा, which will not be very interesting, and anybody can do that. So if you want to differentiate yourself, how can you do that? Can we move ahead with the prompt? I will show you something interesting. So
Yes,
I've written, hi, I am a
yes, ma'am.
journalist with 12 years of experience in writing articles on tourism for a travel blog. Can you give me the popular topics that readers of tourism articles are interested in? I would be particularly interested in Indian readers' interest. I would be particularly interested in culinary tourism. What are some of the unique topics that have not been covered, but the readers may be interested in? Can you give me some facts or examples of each topic that you suggest? See, I am using the inform framework, right? And please give me 5 most pertinent topics with headings, right? So let's see what it is giving to us. It will take a bit while. Right? तो इसने आपको सिर्फ ideas दिए हैं.
Is this real time or preloaded?
It's real time. This is real time. This is being generated. This has been generated now only. And these are some of the ideas that you can work on. तो आपको ये ideas हैं, unique हैं, इस पे काम ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ है, आप check कर लो के पहले. Of course, you have to check it. You don't have to rely on AI completely, but you can check it and you can take it up further. I have another prompt with me. The another prompt is basically again using the inform framework, and maybe I will use this for creating one of the article. So I am saying thank you because I believe that I'm talking to the AI. I want to prepare a 1-page article on tribal flavors and cultures for my magazine. So I'm giving it specifically कि मैं magazine के लिए बनाने जा रही हूँ, मैं newspaper के लिए नहीं बनाने जा रही हूँ. Can you prepare a table on reader segments जो कि interested होंगे in reading these articles? अब देखते हैं क्या table बनाता है. Let me show you.
Taking time.
It's prepared. So इसने बताए हैं कि food enthusiasts are there, cultural explorers are there, adventure seekers are there, anthropology enthusiasts are there, sustainable tourism advocates are there, and the description. Now you can select one of them. और यहाँ पे काम खत्म नहीं हो गया. Now I will tell it to make a storyline. So मेरा third prompt. I want to prepare a 1-page article for sustainable travelers. मुझे sustainable travelers पे बनाना है. So I have given it, I want to prepare a 1-page article for sustainable travelers. I want to inform them of the tribal culinary tourism. तो मैंने दोनों से information ली है. तो मेरा role है यहाँ पे. As a human, my role is really significant. So I want to inform them of the tribal culinary tourism that showcases sustainable practices and an eco-friendly lifestyle. Please suggest some such tribal communities and their cuisines. अब ये बताएंगे आपको कि कौन सी ट्राइबल कम्युनिटीज है, उनकी cuisines कौन से हैं. You can make use of this information for preparing your article. लेकिन आपका काम तो खत्म नहीं हुआ, आपको फिर भी काम करना है. तो उसने बताया खासी ट्राइब है मेघालय में, वर्ली ट्राइब है महाराष्ट्र में, काडू कुर्बा ट्राइब है कर्नाटका में, भूटिया ट्राइब है सिक्किम में, and it has also given the cuisines that they prepare which are eco-friendly, sustainable.
It made a mistake in Garo tribe in Meghalaya, not Lagadan.
Yeah, that's why you have to check it for the credibility. It's really important. And then I have the last prompt. With this, I will be ending my talking. So, yeah, this is the biggest prompt. You can also make use of ChatGPT for checking the tone of voice, for doing a lot of things. So you can prepare your article based on this information. इसने idea आपको दे दिया है. This prompt is basically for understanding the tone of voice. इसने tone of voice सही दिया है कि नहीं. आपका article आपने prepare कर लिया. Now you want to understand कि आपके article की language कैसी है, उसकी tone of voice कैसी है, ठीक है कि नहीं है. तो सबसे पहले तो I have to ask it to ignore the previous prompt, क्योंकि वो आगे से आगे चलता रहेगा. आप उसको train कर रहे हो, तो वो पहले इन्फॉर्मेशन जो ऑलरेडी ले चुका है उसको लेके आगे की इन्फॉर्मेशन देगा आपको. तो अगर मैं चाहती हूँ कि वो पहले वाली इन्फॉर्मेशन को कंसिडर ना करे ये इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हुए, तो यू हैव टू फर्स्ट टेल इट दैट इग्नोर द प्रीवियस प्रॉम्प्ट्स. सो आई एम सेइंग टू इट दैट you are an expert copywriter. I am telling to ChatGPT that you are an expert copywriter who is known for their ability to write fluently in different styles. उसको बता दिया मैंने तुम ये हो, so that it
Is it a she or a he?
You are an expert copywriter, and I will try not to use any gender specific words.
Let's say she, I think.
Yeah. So please analyze the following copy of tone of voice, taking
To
into
ask
account
ChatGPT that who
four
is for
dimensions
you.
of funny versus serious, formal versus casual, respectful versus irrelevant, enthusiastic versus matter of fact. Consider the use of quotes, facts, statistics, jargons, बता दिया उसको क्या क्या consider करना, and stories, and what perspective it was written from. Then write a prompt for ChatGPT that can be used to apply the same tone of voice characteristics. मतलब मैं उसको बता रही हूँ कि आप एक prompt भी बना दो tone of voice characteristics के लिए एक different topic पे जो कि apply हो सकता है. The copy to analysis, अब मैंने इसको copy दे दी है, ये copy है मेरी. Incredible India is a land of all things great. It is renowned worldwide for a diverse culture, tradition, festivals, and whatnot. But apart from ancient monuments, one of the major things tourists, blah blah blah, etc. ये मैंने उसको copy दे दी. And now I will ask it to evaluate. And let's sit and wait. And let's see what it is given. उसने tone of voice analysis करके दे दिया. Funny versus serious में जो था, the tone is more on the serious side, but there are light-hearted elements, especially in the beginning, to capture the reader's attention. तो आपको पता है अगर आपको इसको funny बनाना है तो आपको initial जो words हैं उसमें वो ज़्यादा serious tone पे हैं, so you can correct it to make it more funny. Formal versus casual, the tone leans towards the casual side, making it approachable and relatable to a general audience. लेकिन अगर आपको ये formal बनाना है तो you know that the tone is more casual, it looks very casual, but it has to be more formal. And then respectful versus irrelevant, the tone is respectful throughout, focusing on showcasing the positive aspects of India's culinary tourism. Perfectly respectful है, आप जा सकते हो. Irrelevant अगर है, disrespectful है तो it will tell you, then you can make the corrections. Enthusiastic versus matter of fact, the tone is enthusiastic, especially when discussing the variety of Indian cuisines and the appeal of Indian food. Perspective is that of an informative and engaging travel article. तो इसने evaluate करके दे दिया आपका article कैसा है, आप उसको correct कर सकते हो, अच्छा बना सकते हो based on this information. Now it has given us elements use. Copy doesn't use direct quotes, इसने use नहीं किया है. Facts and statistics, उसने 28 states and 8 union territories को highlight किया है. Jargons, it has used terms like food tourism and culinary tourism which are relevant to the topic. Stories, it briefly mentions specific Indian dishes like vada pav and dum biryani as examples of country's food offerings. So it has evaluated your article. Prompt for applying similar tone, इसने prompt भी दे दिया. Write a piece about sustainable travel, emphasizing the importance of responsible tourism practices. Maintain a casual and engaging tone while highlighting the significance of preserving natural environment and cultures. Incorporate examples of eco-friendly destinations and activities that travelers can engage in for positive impact. तो ये आप prompt use कर सकते हो for correcting your article, making corrections to your articles, or creating a really interesting article. And
so use it.
There can be thousands of, of course. So there can be thousands of prompts, and you can make your writing really enriched. Let's see what happens. क्योंकि हमने इंडिया एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा नहीं लिखा है इसके अंदर, तो you need to make an improvement to the prompt itself. So that which means कि AI is not the end. मतलब आप AI हो गया, आप 5 मिनट में इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं निकलेगी. You have to rework on it again and again, क्योंकि इसने अब इंडिया का कंसिडरेशन छोड़ दिया है. So you need to work on this prompt itself. ये जो prompt बनाया था, you have to rework on it, so that it is in context of India, so that it is in the format that you actually want to have.
Sure.
Right. So
sure.
That's
all jobs safe.
I have a question.
Please.
What is the character of the ChatGPT in terms of privacy and exclusivity?
Privacy of information.
Privacy,
तो नहीं है. Privacy information cannot be private because it's taking information from the, and this is a very debatable topic about the. So which is why I'm again saying कि आप इससे ideas लेकर के या base अपना बनवा करके, then you have to work on it. As I showed you the article कि उसने लिखा था कि this was created by ChatGPT, तो उस पे उसने editor ने rework करवाया उनसे, because there was a lot of problem in that article. So the editorial assistants had to rework and he had to correct its note and write कि it was initially generated by generative AI, but it has been significantly amended.
मेरा question ये है कि जब मैं उसको अपना कोई idea दे रही हूँ, तो मेरे उस आइडिया की एक्सक्लूसिविटी रहेगी कि नहीं रहेगी?
This
चैट
will
जीपीटी
depend on the kind of prompt that you are using. मतलब ये आपके आइडियाज को कहीं और तो शेयर, कहीं और पे तो शेयर नहीं होगा, लेकिन
सोनल,
yes of course,
फंडामेंटल इशू ये है ना कि
एक मिनट, let her please finish. 1 minute, huh? Let me be clear. I
Yeah.
want to know if I'm, because in journalism we are always sharing ideas, this, that, and we are also keeping ideas to ourselves, which will be exclusive to a particular newspaper. Is that possible in Chat GPT, or it's all like very public?
See, all I can say is that ChatGPT will not directly disclose your ideas. It will not directly give away your content to somebody, but वो train होता है data पे. तो आप जो इसमें feed करोगे, this is going to train the generative AI further, right? So that's the only threat. Otherwise ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने इसमें जो भी information डाली है वो leak हो जाएगी. Leak तभी होगी जब hack होगा. जो कि it's a common problem. It's not the problem with ChatGPT only. Yeah.
AI आपको वही इंफॉर्मेशन देगा जो वेब स्पेस में अवेलेबल है.
Yes.
मतलब
Yes.
एक तरह से पब्लिक डोमेन में ऑलरेडी है वो इंफॉर्मेशन.
So यहाँ पे भी I have to say कि चैट जीपीटी को ट्रेन किया गया है डेटा पे, तो इसको डायरेक्ट इंटरनेट एक्सेस नहीं है. चैट जीपीटी को अगर आप बोलोगे मुझे लिंक दे दो, मुझे इंटरनेट पे देख के दे दो, तो इट विल से कि आई डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू द इंटरनेट. इसकी ट्रेनिंग हुई थी सितंबर 2021 तक, जो भी इंटरनेट पे डेटा था उस पे. उसके बाद की इंफॉर्मेशन चैट जीपीटी के पास में नहीं है. That's also a significant question. It doesn't have information after that, and it doesn't have access to the internet.
So well, I think we can conclude now.
Yes, sure.
Any
And
other
thank you very much.
questions? Well, thank you.
Ma'am, how to improve, how to learn fast the prompt engineering. So can
There
you
is this
please
course.
explain it? I'm sorry
There
that.
are, yeah,
In
yeah.
the
of
next
course.
course.
Yeah, of course, in the next
Ruchita,
course. But there are some courses
Ruchita,
on
you
LinkedIn.
have to become a journalist, and you are very young. Don't depend on AI. Develop critical thinking, creative skills,
No, sir.
skills to create ideas and innovations. These are the areas where AI can do nothing. Yeah, someone has said that machine is a chip and man a heart. So that makes a difference. कि कंप्यूटर का एक चिप है, आपके पास एक हार्ट है. That is the line of demarcation, and AI cannot replace human being. इसका emotions नहीं है. Critical thinking is very important in this case. Critically evaluating the information that is available in the web and use the amount.
No,
Critical thinking is very, very important.
they have not yet invented a foolproof spell check.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
So should we conclude? Yes, John?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
With a vote of thanks. Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
sir.
Dr.
Thank you very
Prohit. I
much.
appreciate your time. Thank you all.
Thank you, Subhash.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
So now you are close, so you can end the meeting for all.
Yeah.